Alright. We're gonna try this one more time. Right now I'm using Haneda. And I need to make sure. Technical. Hello. Okay. There's that, and then okay. No. Still want that on mute. And then we want that. I can't figure this out right now. Sorry guys, this is just like beyond me. Oh, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I mean, I don't. Reno. I haven't used Reno before. I've used quite a few different films. Let me just make sure this. Yes, we should still be working as far as this mic is concerned. I'm just having a interesting time figuring this out, because stuff V should be my voice, so I should be able to like but as soon as I unmute, something's funny. Okay. So like I might have to put my Discord server on hold. That's the whole thing that's holding me up right now. So when I want to be able to talk with you guys, so that's kind of the interesting problem. I guess I'm gonna have to figure that out later. So we might just have to call that for now. I'm just gonna go with live for right now, and then we'll figure this out later. But I'll keep this open for right now on my computer and just keep an eye on it in case anybody joins the Discord. Yes. So we're gonna jump over into chat. No volume now. Like seriously, is the volume not working now? I swear to God. Let me pop over. Let me just. Hello. It shows it's working on my computer, but as far as I can tell, nope, it is working. Okay. Cool. We're good. Sorry, guys. Like. Okay. I'm just gonna do this for now because this whole technical shit right now is ridiculous. So like I said, the whole idea was so like I could talk at the same time. So so I can focus on my work, because it's super easy to talk. It's just a pain in the ass to try and read text chat. But we gotta speed up now. This go time. I burned too many minutes. Trying to make this all work, and I'll get it fixed. It's just not gonna be on the first one, which I was hoping it would be. So I double cut this, one pattern facing me, one pattern facing the other way. So I'm just gonna pull this off and carry this over to the other side. So the film that I'm using right now is a film called Haneda. It's manufactured over in Israel. They've been a 30-year manufacturer. They just got bought by Avery Dennison, which is a very, very, very large company, kind of like 3M as far as like vinyl and all that goes. So they've been in the vinyl game for a long time. So this is kind of a newer product to the U.S. And I've been using Haneda for the past, I think about a year and a half now. And I'm a big fan of it. But I've still, since then, I've used like a lot of different films. This is just the one that I'm using now. I'm not like trying to be a spokesperson for Haneda or anything. This is just the stuff I'm using. I have a good, better, best model. So this is just our entry-level stuff. Lifetime warranty, color stable, the whole 9. So easy to work with, easy to install, about everything you could ask for in entry-level film. We're gonna speed some shit up. Scooch this back. You guys, this is kind of what it's like to actually film a video. Just like trying to move camera stuff back and forth. It's what makes filming so difficult, because, you know, on one side of the car you're cutting, on the other side of the car you're installing, and then you have to articulate what you want to say, and then you screw it up, and then you got to go back and forth. So I figured for some of this, because it's honestly, it's not that busy of a day, so I have a little time to like adjust stuff. I'm just gonna run through this pretty quickly. So I have my 2 roll downs cut out, and we're just doing the whole back half. So everything from these doors back. Still bite corners to peel film. Go figure. So I'm also messing around with like my slip solution right now, because there's a different Haneda film that I'm trying. They just came out with a new one. So this is Sigma Pro. And they have a new NR film that just came out. And for whatever reason, the glue seems to be way stickier, but the amount that I use for Sigma Pro has been pretty straightforward, but I had to like double what I was using. So it's like when I install Sigma Pro, everything slides around a lot more, and then when I use the other stuff, it seems to stick real quickly. So I'm still messing around with that. So yeah, feel free to ask anything, what I'm using, what I do, I don't really care. I'm gonna check back at the chat in a second. I have another idea for the camera setup on this box, but it's a little bit pricey. So I'm gonna play around with this for a little while and see if people take to this at all. So the main problem is just, I'm mostly mobile right now, running back and forth between stores. I'm in different shops. They aren't really set up for filming, but I decided to kind of make a setup on the go, so I could basically have like an on-the-go class is essentially what I'm trying to do here. So people can watch, people can ask questions, and then we'll go from there. What shop do you work? So I'm with a company called Tint Squad. We're located in the Waterford, Michigan area. We do mobile tinting, and the headache with it right now is that I'm now the only mobile tinter because it's hard to find tinters, believe it or not. Everybody's so concerned with keeping, window tinter secrets and not sharing anything, and they don't want to kill the market and whatever else. Well, any successful company will tell you that they can't find halfway decent tinters because nobody's teaching anybody. So everybody's kept all these secrets for years and years and years, and then nobody's sharing any information because they're all worried about getting put out of business. But then when it comes to the point when they you get older, you can't tint as fast anymore, you're looking to retire somewhat, you want to create some sort of a successful, shop to retire with, it's like you haven't taught anybody. So you still got to do the day in and day out. And it's a headache to train people. This is one of those skills where it takes a certain type of person to learn. Anybody can do it. And I really believe that. But it takes a certain mindset to be good, consistent, and honestly, the benchmark is pretty low as far as employees go. Like, mostly show up and you can have a halfway decent window tinting career. But I'm the only, that's my little rant about that for now. I'm the only mobile guy. And I like it for the most part. A few days a week I want to be mobile. Like 3 days out of the week I like being mobile. It's cool. And then like 2 or 3 days a week I'd like to be at like, a main shop, little mix of both. The main reason for that is because I want to do video and still teach and whatever else and have time for, my own videos and stuff. But it just kind of doesn't seem to be happening right now, so that's why I built this. But, give it a little while. I'll get there eventually. But yeah, it's like YouTube doesn't pay the bills whatsoever. I get a little bit of money monthly, which is nice. But if anybody ever paid attention to the YouTube, the YouTube adpocalypse, that's just like part of the problem with YouTube. So, like, initially when I had my YouTube channel a long time ago, I actually made decent money off of ad revenue, and it was real encouraging. But then it's like, as I went up in subscribers, YouTube would do stupid things, and then the ad revenue would drop. And it was just that constant battle over and over. It makes it real frustrating to be a creator on YouTube. So I'm likely to, if this whole live thing kind of works out, I think I might move it to Twitch for the day-to-day live stream stuff, and then post highlights on YouTube. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I figured I started on YouTube. Might as well start this on YouTube and see where this goes. But I'd really like to do this consistently, so, you know, I haven't fallen off the face of the earth when I don't post a video for a while. It's just, there's so much, like, stress and stuff in my life right now because I got a lot going on other than just work. And hopefully some of that will be, like, settled down in August, but just the day in, day out stuff is a grind. Why are you so long time out of YouTube? You and Patrick teaming up. Oh, okay, we got some good questions. I like these. All right, let me go grab this roll of film really quick, and I will answer these questions. Are me and Patrick teaming up? I want to address that first. Okay. Yes and no. Me and Patrick, we talk a lot, and yeah, we're good friends now. So I kind of came back from the dead in August. No, not in August, in the beginning of this year. But like we started talking in around what was it? October. We talked a little bit, and then over the course of the end of the year, we started to talk more, and then beginning of the year or whatever, and getting back into things. So we talk pretty frequently. Sorry, I'm also losing my train of thought. But we're really just trying to help each other out as much as we can at this point, because there's like, I'm not consistent with video, and he's not very consistent with video, but he is consistent with his podcast, which I really appreciate, because it's something. Like, there aren't any really consistent tinter creators, and the more the better. So we're just trying to help each other out as much as possible. I fully believe in just trying to help everybody out as much as possible. It just, you know, the more, it's just like trying to teach people how to tint, that whole mentality. If you're trying to, you know, keep your industry a secret or any of that nonsense, it doesn't do a whole lot for you in the long run. You get way more out of helping people, and, you know, because you never know when you're going to need that in return. Not even just for selfish reasons, but like, people can build other people up. There doesn't need to be this whole, you know, I'm the only tint shop, I'm the best tint shop, everybody else sucks. It's like there's more than enough work to go around, there's more than enough opportunity. You just have to be creative and passionate about your own business and the way that you do things, and the business will kind of follow. So as a YouTube creator, you know, I don't want to, like, I've never thought that, like, oh, I need the biggest, the best channel, I need to stifle anybody else. So I know this is kind of long-winded, but I'm also, like, working too. I just have a lot to say about a lot of things, so it was always frustrating. Just like, I'm in the Facebook groups a lot right now, and there seems to be this, like, you know, people helping people, which is good, but there's a lot of shadiness and, you know, people taking sides and not liking other people, and it's just a real shame to see. So nobody's gonna take over the industry. None of that's gonna happen. It's just people need to grow up and realize that everybody can help everybody and still get theirs. So I don't know. That's my whole 2 cents on that. I have a bunch of other questions that I know have popped up too. So I'm 2 months in. Your videos, Patrick's, have helped me tremendously stick with it. That's awesome, Mike. I'm glad to hear that. Um, we do our best. So we just have a lot going on. So the videos are super time consuming. So I'm hoping to pick up some more consistency with everything. Working on getting an editor and somebody to follow me around with the camera so we can start posting more. But that's great. There's a couple more. Why are you so long out of YouTube? Yeah, so um, that's a long story too, which is good because I got to do this back window. I'm doing this out of order too. Usually I do one side then the other, but because like I'm talking to you guys, I'm just gonna try and rifle around this whole car. I also lost my shop light, so I'm stealing this one for now, and it's got an extension cord as well, so this makes it kind of a pain in the ass to like set up. But why was I gone so long out of YouTube? Life, life happens, and it sucks because like, you know, the things that you want to do sometimes don't actually pay the bills, and it goes back to what I was saying about YouTube being so time consuming. Like the amount of time that it takes me to like shoot and edit and upload is ridiculous. Like part of that's my pickiness with my own videos. Like I know a lot of the old stuff is not so great, and even some of the newer stuff is a little janky, but I'm working on it. There's just a million things that you need to know when you're starting with a YouTube channel. If you want to make a relatively successful one. So it's YouTube is competition. So it's not like you want to put anybody down, but like you're competing for views essentially. So that's why you want to make your stuff as good as possible. You don't just want to put up bad content, because then what happens is YouTube doesn't recommend you anymore and your views start to decline, and then you basically become an insignificant channel, which I would say YouTube's so neat, or tinting's so niche on YouTube anyways, that, you know, that doesn't matter a ton, but you know, that's part of it. Another reason why I was gone so long on YouTube is like I didn't know exactly what I was doing with it. So I know I was helping people, and I really like that aspect of it. But it got to the point where, like, if you see some of my vlogs, my ranty, upset, childish style vlogs, it was super upsetting. Like, I just wasn't happy with my work situation at the time. So I was working with family, and that can be very, very stressful. So, you just didn't see eye to eye. I needed a change of scenery, and that's when I went completely mobile. But the downside of that was I was no longer able to film video mobile, because we're talking about spaces that are honestly, like some of them, we just dropped that account actually earlier this year. Some of the accounts literally had less space than what I'm working in right now. You couldn't open the doors all the way on some of these accounts, so it's like that lighting wasn't great, so filming something just wasn't possible, and live streaming wasn't even really, you know, it was a thing, but it's not what it is now. I'm doing this off of my phone, and it's somehow like my internet's off my phone and the rest of it's off my laptop on a cart, so it's like technology has progressed too to actually make something like this possible, so that's pretty cool. You were talking about your dad. Yeah, I remember the old videos when you were talking about your dad. Yeah. You know, I kind of want to take some of that down, but that was just where I was at the time. You get frustrated, and there's no path for any of this, so you just kind of figure things out as you go. But yeah, that was a frustrating time. So I'm still, you know, good with my dad though. So I'm not like angry and bitter and left in a fit of rage. I actually worked with the shop to the point where they were okay to be without me, and now my younger brother is at the shop. So it's like, as far as family goes, we're still okay. But in my opinion, that needed to be done because that whole, like, excuse me, that whole relationship side of things was really suffering. So that kind of stuff I'm not cool with. I don't like things to be that way, and family over business is very important. So it's just hard to work for family when you don't see eye to eye on particular things. So I'll ask again. What do you think about Rhino film? I actually haven't used Rhino film. Yeah, feel free to like repeat questions and whatever. If I miss them, I'm sorry. Or ask them again. Shoot me another day. Like, you know, whatever it takes. It's just like I get questions from all over the place, but I haven't used Rhino film. I've heard of it, but I honestly don't know much of it. If I got a sample, I'd try it out though. In recent months, I have tried. What have I tried? We used to carry ASWF Excel. Let's see. I was using Lumar at my dad's shop. They're using Scorpion now. I've tried Scorpion. I've tried SunTech. I've tried Solar Guard. We actually, like when we were picking Haneda, like we sourced a whole bunch of samples and we put them up all on a glass board and like played around with them and looked at color and pricing options and just what we could do, because this was coming off of the big ASWF crisis. So I was actually relatively happy with ASWF. It just was kind of like staticky and curly, which was the really annoying part of it. So they would have to like roll down, apologize. They'd have to roll down stuff for us to take the static and the curl out of it, like reverse roll it back onto the cores. So it was an okay film. Like overall, it had a few problems, and then they changed something up in the manufacturing process, and we had nothing but reinstalls for the next like month and a half, and we had residuals even past that. So that was a big pain in the ass. Any company changes something on you and makes the film, you know, every company goes through problems, and every film will give you a headache from time to time, like whether it be one bad roll or something happens. Usually something happens with every company. The problem was that we weren't aware of, they were aware of the issue for like 6 weeks and we weren't. So then it was just like on our end, on our customers, and you know, they covered at least the cost of everything. Well, the initial cost of like, don't do that. They covered the like up to a certain price per car, which was nice because that's what film warranties are for. They're not just, you know, for you to suck up the cost of. They're actually supposed to be reimbursements from the company themselves. That's how warranties work. And they fulfilled that part, but the fact that we didn't know about it for so long, and they basically just tried to see what would happen first, was like inexcusable. It was a bad problem. Yeah, so like you're gonna hear a lot of stuff that you normally wouldn't hear in my videos, because as far as I'm concerned with all this stuff, I'm an open book. I don't really care a whole lot. In videos, I only got 10 minutes to articulate and everything like that. So live stream, have at it. So we're about to do this back window. I use the car as a peel board too. Like I've noticed in the groups, everybody's got a different style, but I am, as far as mobile goes, I'm 100% on the car with everything. I was just gonna throw that in the back of the truck, but I figured for the sake of this, I'd throw it in the trash can. But I'm 100% on the car with everything, because I have no peel boards, no glass boards, no plotters, so hand cut cars all day, every day. I can do a lot in a day over, like, what am I up to? I don't know, from like 9 to 6, I can probably tint, like, if I really push myself, probably like 7 or 8 vehicles in a day. Usually the problem is logistics. They don't get me that many cars in a day. And honestly, if I have one of those days, I don't think I'd be able to live stream because I'd just be hustling all day. But on average, I'll do probably about 3 cars in a day. 3, sometimes more. Today's a relatively light day, 2 rear halves. And then I think I got another full truck coming in. Set of doors, windshield strip, you know, nothing like to really break a sweat over. I still have to squeegee it, but I'm gonna check the chat. In my opinion, there's no bad film from the bigger brands. Yes, I have to agree for the most part. There's just certain benefits about some over others. So, you know, there's price to consider, of course. One of the big things that I've recently considered is what is that company going to do for you? Not just like make a quality film, but like, you know, if they're demanding more money, no offense, but like Lumar, they're very expensive and they make I use them. We had some issues with them, as far as I could tell. But overall, you know, it was a solid company, but things changed. They actually went from private distributors to corporate distribution and cut off all their distributors. And then, like, one of the distributors that we ordered through, they actually had a non-compete and weren't allowed to sell window film after their contract got canceled with Lumar. So it's kind of a dick move on Lumar's part. But yeah, like most lifetime warranty films that you go with should be fine. It's really just about what kind of benefits are you getting along with that lifetime warranty film. So like lifetime color stable film is obviously what you want for like in my opinion, like an entry level film is usually a color stable film unless you're selling with like a 1-year warranty, which I think is perfectly acceptable too if you want to get to like that inexpensive price point. Because when you just beat the price up so much that it goes down, like, you know, sometimes it's just to get business in the door. So I can respect that to a point. But yeah, like from there, from color stable, you have like carbon and then you have ceramic, and it's really just about finding, you know, the best price to performance. So there's a bunch of different things that you can go with. Oh, da 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 da. All comes down to money. Yes. Okay, hang on. Let me just scroll back through. In my opinion, there's... So Daniel's a big fan of Reno. That's good. Yeah, I just haven't used Reno. I can't really even speak about it. Like, it's just been one of those brands that have kind of like, how do I say this? Just kind of like slid by in a way. So like, I've used a bunch of other ones. I just haven't really used Reno. So I've used a lot of the staple brands and then some of the lesser known ones. Like Haneda, I think, is probably a really, really good, interesting one that's come to market recently. So we're gonna face. Let's see. Yeah, see this? This isn't my shop. This is one of the mobile accounts, and yeah. What I did here was I saved the scraps off of I actually do have like this. I don't consider this a glass board, but it technically is. This isn't a glass board set up for like peeling and tinning on the car. But what I did do is I set these up for. These are the liners off the last Suburban that I did, and because it's getting the same stuff, what do we need to do? Let me just put it this way. I'm just gonna trace this pattern out basically. So roll out some film and then cut this out. So again, if it looks like I lost my mind, it's because I have a little bit. Talking, multitasking, live streaming. It's always in the back of my mind. So we're about down to here, up there. We might just do one car. We might do two cars. So I'm going to use this flat edge on this liner, though, because I got a nice flat edge here, so I'll just do that. That'll save me a little bit of time. And then I'm just going to cut... Oh, it's hard to see a clear liner. I'm just going to cut this a little bit wider than the last one. So we just want to cut this out. This is why I like glass boards. This is like the only mobile shop that has like anything related to that. Uh-oh. Oh, I might have just screwed this up. My plastic comes up a little higher. I might have cut it a little shy. We're gonna see. Welcome to live, where mistakes happen. Yeah, this is also one of those things that I just don't show on video. It's like, because, why would you show all your mistakes on video? But they happen. They always happen. Not like super, super often, but like, you just have those things. Those dumb things that happen. And you're like, why did I do that? Why didn't I take 2 extra seconds and figure this out? Make sure everything's lined up. What do I have here? I got something else. Oh, I got this back window too. I don't need that. What? Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought I had my back window. That was the liner I just cut out. You see? I thought it was funny. Everybody told me that they learned how to tint off of my channel. Like, really? I'm scatterbrained. I'm all over the place. That much hasn't changed. But I do the best I can with what I got. Alright, we're gonna just check this out real quick. Heat shrinks real good. Okay, Daniel says that heat shrinks real good. Their liner has their logo. It's pretty great. Service calls me at least once a week. Oh, that's awesome. Good customer service, actually, is a huge thing. Probably something that doesn't get talked about enough. Yeah, if you have piss poor customer service, I don't care how good your film is, I won't do business with you because you're a pain in the ass to work with. If you just kind of treat your dealers just like a, another account, like, it's like you don't have to go that far above and beyond, but like, when we need you, you better be there, within reason. So, definitely appreciate good customer service. Now this one's longer, so that's great. It's actually too long. I'm actually talking a lot more than I thought I would. So that may or may not be a good thing. But now I feel like I have to try Reno. I'll put that on my to-do list, though. All right. Oh, I really hope it just... How could I screw it up again? Oh, no. Did I? Please tell me I'm good. Guys. So when you're cutting out liners, like you have to make sure that they're facing the right way. And I thought I did. Let me just make... Oh. You're kidding me. Please tell me this isn't backwards. Hang on. We might be okay. Maybe I'm just crazy right now. Oh. I did. I think I did. Okay. Oh, sorry. Had a slight panic attack. We're gonna get you guys back over to the car. Okay. We're just gonna do that for right now. So I really thought like I had this liner, or I thought I had the liner backwards or something, even though I matched it up on the truck. Like I said, I usually don't just cut. I usually have different cars all day long, so I typically don't have the same truck. And I figured like, hey, these quarters are a pain to cut. Putting a light on the inside and like moving it, and it's like I could just kill two birds with one stone and get this done really quick. Oh. Hang on. No. Patrick, if you're watching this, jump in the live chat. I think. Maybe it'll be working, maybe it won't be. I actually don't know at this point. It should be. But I didn't have like desktop audio going, which is weird. So like if I go to properties, it's okay. Like I don't know if he's even on or paying attention. I'll have to figure out this Discord thing. Like there's so many little things that can go wrong with this stuff. So, oh, no. It's showing that it's talking, and then it's just OBS, it's not picking it up. So if we go to properties, and then properties, hello, no. Properties, real tag, hello. Okay, I think I got it working. So if somebody joins voice chat, it should work now. I think I just figured out what the issue was. Anyways. So that's fine. Just in case somebody actually joins. I'm going to tell them. So, join Discord. Maybe that'll work. We'll see. But anyways, I get to climb in this vehicle now. After I shrink that window, where's my heat gun? See, it's been about an hour. I've ran out of topics. I've talked about everything. Show's over. So long. I can't have you back here. I'm sorry. Customers, man. You just walk in and start looking at your shit. Seriously? I don't walk into anybody's garage ever without permission. Ugh, that's always fun. Alright. So I lost my train of thought, and I've probably lost people, which is okay. This is a test still. Definitely gonna just delete this afterwards. So enjoy it while you can. This wasn't supposed to be a thing, but it's gonna be today. It's also nice that this is factory tinted, because then, like, ugh, gives you that little bit of leeway. Putting in these big ass windows and climbing into the vehicle. This is gonna be messy. Just kidding. It's fine. And then they put the seatbelt in the way. Oh, there we go. I basically, it's a little clunky way. Slide it all the way over. Look how slick that is. That's supposed to lock up on me like 5 times with my others, the way I used to mix my slip solution. I didn't just like slide that on the panel. That would have been a no-no. You hold it back just like a couple centimeters. It's close. Done. Oh yeah. Fun fact. It's my birthday tomorrow. Whee! Why am I saying that? I don't know. No, actually, like, the funny thing to me was I'm about to hit 30,000 subscribers, which is just unreal. Like, and I also have opinions on that. Like, they don't, like, the numbers don't matter. Is essentially, it's like the quality of subscribers that you have. And I don't mean that like on a super personal level, but it's like the level of engagement that you have with your subscribers is to me what matters. But yeah, like 30,000, which is just nuts. And my birthday is tomorrow, and I'm about to turn 30. Like, oh my god. So I was hoping, like, for a day or two when I looked at that, I was like, oh, maybe I'll hit 30 on 30. That'll be like the silver lining to leaving my 20s. But it looks like I'm just shy. And that's fine. That just means I have to delete everything and start over again. Which makes no sense. So I'm going to try and actually get somebody on the phone if I possibly can. But it's like I'm talking to myself and I'm going crazy. Talking to the internet, which is even weirder to me. This is what you don't see. Okay, I'm going to check chat just for a second. Yeah, I've messed around with reverse rolling. 30 in August. Welcome to the club. I have today. Shit. What am I even gonna do? Yeah, sorry. I was gonna say something about reverse rolling. Yeah, it does. I'm not getting better with reverse rolling. I really haven't just put a lot of time into it. It's just I've been doing it this way for forever. So like, when I said that about like factory tint, it was kind of a joke, but. But yeah, I've just been doing it this way for a long time. I totally endorse reverse rolling, and it was kind of magical when I finally figured it out. So this to me, or for the way I do things, this is just a little bit faster than setting it up for a reverse roll. But yeah, I like reverse rolling. It's pretty cool. I gotta get better with it for back windows though. Ooh, I cut it wide and we're just barely long enough. And you're like a sliver. That's good. I like that. That makes me happy. Because what's worse than having to redo a whole thing? But it's like extra wide in certain areas. It makes it a pain in the ass. I gotta fix this cut too. All right. Join the Discord. I'm gonna post the link again. I need somebody to join Discord. This is weird. I should just call somebody. Oh, no, I can't. Shit. I was gonna try and call somebody on the actual... Oh, I could do it on Messenger, maybe. Ooh, I don't want to mess up the live stream. It's all running off my phone. And then if I do, like, live stream... Or if I call or something, it might screw up the live stream. Which may or may not matter at this point. Okay, that's pretty much all wrapped up. I'm gonna have to go in for a little bit of pack up. And we should be good. I'm gonna check chat real quick. And I gotta flip this around. Whoa. Okay. I see a hair or lint in there. Not from here, you don't. What squeegee are you? Okay, yeah, what squeegee? I'm actually using the Fusion Hybrid right now. I have a treasure trove of fixed Blue Maxes too that I haven't used because I was using a Blue Max, and I like the Blue Max. And then I decided to see what the hubbub was with the, sorry, I have so many cables right now. It's stupid. But I was trying to find out what the difference was between a hybrid and like just a Blue Max or just an Orange Crush. And I have to give the Orange Crush a fair shake too, because I know I used to use them like years ago. It's just been so long I don't remember. But I'm using the hybrid right now, and it's supposed to be, here's what they say. They said it's supposed to be a hybrid, obviously, between the Blue Max and the Orange Crush, which is pretty dang cool. I was going to use it as a way to switch in between a squeegee for the back window and a squeegee for the doors, because the Blue Max was getting really nicked up, and I didn't like that, and that was annoying. So, when I picked up the hybrid, I was switching it back and forth regularly, because like that, the sun guard, look at how much dust is on that. That's how you know a film doesn't get used. See how this has been sitting here a long time. This is not my film. That's what they used to use here. Ooh, we don't want to lose my phone. Alright, let's do that, and then we're going to do that. Because there's just... bear with me. So yeah, it was a quick way. Like, the thing I like about the hybrid, you can like just pull it out and swap it between one or the other. But I've noticed this orange, it hasn't like messed up yet. It hasn't nicked. I've been using it for like over a month now, and usually I have a nick in it, and then you always, when you're squeegeeing, you see a line. This has been very smooth, and it still is. No nicks. So whatever it is, it's hard enough to squeegee everything, but it's soft enough that it's not actually nicking on anything, defrosters or the top of the glass or whatever. So I'm a big fan of it so far. I'd like to compare it to the Orange Crush, but from what I understand, it's actually a little bit different polymer than the Orange Crush itself, even though it's orange. So that may or may not be accurate information. That's just what I've heard. So not from Fusion themselves, but I really like it. It's good. I got a 94 Olds Cutlass removal and retint coming in. Any tips? Run. Oh, I do not envy you. Remove and retint. See, the removal is the real kicker for that. Like, is it it's Olds Cutlass? You didn't say Supreme, so let me just make sure I know, because that's like one of those staple annoying vehicles. Cutlass. Oh, 94 looks way different. Oh, I'm thinking of the like the Cutlass Supreme style. So if it's like a Cutlass Supreme, that annoying one, I don't know what to tell you. These quarters look funny. I don't know if I've ever had this vehicle before. Take your time. Removal's probably going to be a pain in the ass because it's the 94. And whenever something that old comes up on my to-do list, it's just, I know it's not going to be a great day. Charge accordingly, basically. Sometimes the those types of vehicles are almost not worth your time. Like, you want to be able to do everything, and I totally respect that. But like, some of those things just are such a pain in the ass, and like you could do like 3 full cars in that time.
Okay, that's the
Yes.
Chevy. Limo the whole thing on out, and then we're going to do a shade band on top of it.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll go with you with the shade band because I showed him roughly.
Okie dokie. So I got a Chevy, generic Chevy that's already pulled in, so I'm gonna have to swap them again because I want everything to be over here. Oh yeah, but so the Cutlass, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna give a whole heck of a lot of opinions on everything. Like, man, that sucks. And I do it. Like, if it was on my schedule, don't get me wrong, I do it. If a customer called, I try and make it possible. But like, I just hope you charged accordingly because that is a time-consuming. That can be a time-consuming thing. Like, removals from '94. Whew, it's a gamble. If it's like that old purpley stuff that just flakes apart, just like let a steamer sit on it for a good half hour, and just you can also try and bag it too, like put a bag over it and let do whatever you can to try and let moisture sit on the film and work its way back into the glue. But yeah, God be with you. I'm seeing so many floaties, but I don't want to close the garage doors. You're not getting in the film though, not yet. I'll probably have one this year. I usually have one that floats in the worst time. So I've got this. I got this door, this one window. Go around, wipe it off, make sure everything's all touched up. And then I will swap this, and I got a Chevy. A Chevy because, like, you know, there's only one model Chevy. Like, I can't see through this vehicle because it's limo over 20, so I can't even tell what truck it is. It doesn't look brand new, though. We're looking like 2010, I think. Like a Chevy Silverado. That's usually what they are. It doesn't look that old, so that's good. In like 2 seconds. I'll try and answer another question. That's more important to me than tinting windows. Which shouldn't be. Alright. I was going to use a sledgehammer. Yes, absolutely. Use that. Like, don't know what happened. Steam it up with heat. I'm a Blue Max guy. Okay, so we had people talking about the Blue Max, and yeah, like I love the Blue Max. But it's just when it gets a nick, and I've had like new ones, and it's not something I've even paid attention to. So like I'm paying attention to a lot more of this stuff recently, mainly because like I'm trying to be as neutral as possible on everything. Like just give honest opinions on what I think. So like, do I have enough? Do I have enough? Oh, I do. This is the very end of this roll for this quarter, which is beautiful. Whew. There's a hitch there. That's why you guys are way back there. But I'm trying to be like as neutral and objective as possible. So like honest opinions and like actually, you know, because I was not closed-minded, but like once you find stuff that works, it's hard to like change the way you do things or try something that might take you longer or try a new tool. Like at least for some people it is, and I was one of those people. Still am to a certain respect. So I was just trying everything, different squeegees, different cards, and I'm still going to keep trying new stuff that comes out because there's actually been stuff that I have been pretty one-sided about, and then as soon as I tried it, I was like, oh, this actually makes sense. Cool. So one of them was this little shank thing. That to me was a waste of time. Like I saw that pop up back in 2000 and when was it? Years and years and years ago. But I went to like a tin off when they were just introducing them, the shank, which is, fun fact, go on Amazon and search palette knife, and you will see this exact same thing in a set of 5 palette knives. So it's used for art. But it just so happens to be like super handy for window tinting. I love this little thing. But yeah, when I initially saw it, didn't try it, thought it was a waste of time. And now it's you use it on damn near every window because it's perfect for like pulling back the seals. I used to use a Easy Reach for all of that. But Easy Reach still works, but the shank is better, in my opinion. We're throwing that out on the ground. Trash can's over there. Trying to get this done so I can move everything and then get the Silverado. Get the Silverado. I need another topic. Let's see. Have a good day. You too, Jack. Thanks for hanging out. What's up, Daniel? Saber. What's going on? Welcome to Watch Me Work. Exciting, right? This is why YouTube's a thing. Maybe you guys do quarters this way, like you just kind of like hose it down a little bit and then just peel it as you go. I mean, to me, it's been so much faster than running around to the other side of the car. And they turn out, it's like quick to the point, less airtime exposure, and just wham, bam, all set. Cool. So now we just got touch-ups. So throw all the scraps out, whatever's in the car, whatever's on the floor. I usually don't like dropping stuff on the floor because then you slip, break your neck. Wipe it down, touch up. I don't know how long that took, but I can go back and check. Took me longer than I wanted it to, for sure. Glad I'm alive. Yeah, me too. It's something I probably should talk about in more detail, but like the summary is not exactly super exciting. It's just life happened. I dropped off social media because I got burnt out to the point where it's like I wanted so many cool things to happen and it's all so much work. And like that's one reason like I'm trying to work with people as much as possible too. Just for like support, man. Like it's important. Support's like it's hard to do this by yourself. And I reached out to people before, but like, you know, I came across a lot of the same attitudes that at the time, like nobody wanted to share what they did online. Facebook groups were pretty new, and it was really just like a bash fest. When anybody showed what they did, it was just their haters came out. So, like, you know, when you're like one of the only ones doing something different and showing people, and then you got a bunch of people telling you that you're gonna ruin the industry. It's like, you know, I ignored everything that I could, but I was a loner as far as like trying to show people and kind of be different with everything. So that's where like that really was kind of an issue on trying to pursue this as any type of a thing more than a hobby. All right, that went smoother. Okay, I gotta swap this out. And I'll swap that out. Oh, that's really new. It looked green. I'm just kidding, it didn't look green. It was hard to see it through the, what is this? This is a 54? So we gotta do limo. We're going dark. Keys. Where are the keys? There are the keys. Alright. Oh yeah. I was gonna wipe down this window. I forgot. I was gonna wipe down this window. Yeah. Uh-oh. It's peeling back. That's why we do touch-ups. Make sure that stick down. Cool. Alright. Wow. Right. Da-da-da-da-da. Some people get. All right. What are these? Some people. Yeah, be careful with burnout. Some people get greedy with their knowledge. That's why YouTube is good. Me, never bothered to share. That's great. I appreciate that. So yeah, there's just a lot more people on YouTube. You know, a few tint channels have popped up, and it's good to see. Definitely have some differences on learning styles, but it happens. All right, let me get this out of here. I'll be back. Ooh. Oh wait, no, I'll just leave it. I have a standby waiting screen, but I'll leave that for now. That's for when stuff really goes south. Oh yeah. It's a nice thing about this microphone. It's like 300 feet. Something ridiculous. The one that I got. And it sounds good. And it's wireless. No problems. As long as I can get it to work. Right? Sorry, I just need to back up so I can pull in the bay just so, like... There we go. Okay. Here's the next one up. So this is limo with a windshield, like limo, everything with a windshield strip. This is dark. Okay, here's that
You're looking at 235.
Suburban. I gotta take pictures of invoices too. I don't know if I have any. Snap-on tools, he gun just below the expensive, about 120, but with the investment. I haven't seen Snap-on's heat gun. I'm using a Porter cable right now. I've tried Porter cable, I've tried all the Wagners, tried the Milwaukees, I've tried pretty much everything out there, and haven't tried the Snap-on yet. Really want to try a Steinel. They actually manufacture like a Makita. They used to manufacture a Makita heat gun that everybody liked. They were the internals, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I definitely want to try that. What else? Paper. What paper do you use? I always think it's funny when people use the word paper. Another one that's real popular outside of the U.S. is you hear a lot of people call it foil. I didn't know that until I started YouTube. I'd get questions all the time about foil, like what foil do you use? And it's like, what the hell are you talking about? But then, I only do one thing, so I kind of connected the dots. So we're going to be doing limo again. Everything's in limo today. Welcome to the weirdness that is percentages and vehicles that come in herds and all that kind of weird stuff. Like when you do one thing, it's like all of a sudden everything in that same thing shows up. All right, roll these up. So it's actually has a one-piece back window, which is super awesome. I cut those out on the inside. Now I don't cut them on the outside. Can I get my head together? I need my sprayer. All right, so this will be cool. I like this little setup. It's over a little farther. This is nifty. How can I get in the paper? I'm sorry. I'm sure it's a bit of a language barrier, but like that to me, I want that on a t-shirt. Like, how can I get into the paper? I just want that on a t-shirt now. That's awesome. How do like, I'll take that. How do I get started? I mean, the most obvious, annoying, stupid answer is you go buy some film and you buy the tools that you need, which tools are available on so many different websites. Film, that's the more annoying part, because I wouldn't recommend anybody start with a high-end film to practice on, like a color stable film or something. Find something that's gonna fail in a year or two. But like, I'd recommend like a 1.5 mil, or I guess some people call it a 2-ply. Start with one of those. But the thing is, if you go too cheap, like it's tough because I don't know what's good to work with and what's not as far as like, you know, the generic brands out there. So it'd be really interesting to like, I'm trying to source, I want to source something. I want to find some like an inexpensive film that's relatively straightforward to work with and that I can recommend for people to practice with. Because I can tell you a bad film will easily throw you off learning how to do this. It's still difficult no matter what, and the more experience you get, the more films that you can work with comfortably. But like a relatively decent shrinking film, if all the cheap films shrunk easily, then it'd be a no-brainer. You just pick up anything off of eBay and then go with that. But I don't know. Try reaching out to a couple of distributors or something, and asking if maybe they have something that's a little more affordable than just like a, you know, because they'll try and sell you like a lifetime color stable, like awesome film, get this, it's the best of the best, and then you'll spend $1,000 of film, and then you'll blow through it in like a month trying to learn, and then you'd be super frustrated and out your money, and it's like you didn't do. It's like you want to work your way up to the good films. So start out with something a little cheaper. Don't like, be careful on like offering, like, try to not offer it as like something sustainable. Like don't sell it to your buddy as like something that'll, you know, oh, I can tint your car for $50. Like do that and like you want to try and practice on friends' vehicles and stuff like that, family, friends. That's a good way to at least get some experience before you start taking on like your own customers. But like you don't want to just start throwing out hack jobs or basically that. Like don't just like try and disrupt the local tint shop like, oh, I can tint cars for $50 because I'm just practicing. It doesn't matter. It's like, you know, just take your time with it. Be upfront about everything with your friends or family or whatever, and just practice. Oh, wow, we have a few people. Anybody got any questions? Feel free to ask them. Once again, we have nobody's joined. Absolutely nobody's joined. You have the Porter cable one too heavy. Yeah, it's definitely weightier. The newest cheap Wagner one was pretty good as far as weight and balance went. So yeah, if you think that one's too heavy, like the airflow on it is, for the money, it's one of those like hard to beat things. I just haven't seen anything like it, and I just like, you know, that thing gets beat up. So I'd be interested in trying this Snap-on one. I am curious to see if you've tried Steinel too. They've been a long time heat gun manufacturer, so that's why I'm real curious about them. I've heard nothing but good things about their heat guns. But they're like, they're in the range of like $200 for a heat gun, which I'm no, like, if it's worth it, it's worth it. Like that's why I have a spray tank over a little spritzer bottle. It's like, you know, it's like $250, but it's 100% worth it, and it's lasted for friggin' ever. So I'm always investing in things that are worth the money to invest in. I don't really just like wimp out at the price of something that's a little more expensive if it's worth it. But the Steinel one, I just have no idea. I've heard good things about it, but it's like one of those things that could be very comparable to like a $60 heat gun. So if it's like, you know, it's a heat gun. If it's going to be like very similar to it, then there's no point. Down, down. I should get some water. I have coffee still. It's getting a little warmer. Should I have a hoodie on too? So that doesn't make sense. Ooh, 20-inch rolls. Barely enough for most truck windows. Like anything alongside F-150s and like some of those taller, unique, like, well, not really unique, but just like some of the older trucks and whatnot. They're just like way taller. Some of those work fans are real tall too. So, but like on Silverados, on Rams, on SUVs, 20-inch rolls covers all of that. Or a 36-inch roll sideways has been something I've been using a lot too. So when I run out of a 20-inch roll and I'm on the road, I'll flip a 36-inch sideways and just shrink everything sideways. I should make a list of everything. I take photographs of the invoices so I don't lose anything, but like my camera or my phone is on the thing and it's tethered to my laptop. If I unplug it, I lose the stream. So I gotta bring the invoices over, but I gotta keep track so I don't lose no money. Should ask you guys a question. Let's see. Call Reno. Daniel, do you work for Reno? I'm just kidding. Casey, welcome to the stream. Thank you. Why not build your own carny tank? I did a total cost. Mine was around $50. Okay, so they weren't really popular. I built this like, how long? I've been with this company for about 4 or 5 years. 4 years? I think 4 years. And then I bought the tank. I mean, the tank is old. The tank is like 6 years old, and I didn't feel like finding the fittings for it. And like I bought it for like, now they're upwards of like, you can find them for like $250 pre-built with like the hoses and stuff like that. This was just a setup ready to go, and no, we bought them for the shop, and then I bought one later. Yeah, it was about $250. Okay. Oh, years blur together. So, I'm just one of those people that like convenience is a big part of it. So like I know it's cheaper, but like, you know, I work hard every day, and it's like I wanted something new, put together, ready to go. If I had a bit of an issue with it, I could just call them up, and then they, you know, send me a new sprayer or whatever. Because I was using the plastic ones at the time, so that's really like why I went that route. To me, it's like a lot of the time there's always, not always, but a lot of the time there's a cheaper way to do things, and I really do believe in you know, convenience. To a point on certain things, just because, you know, when you got a bunch of other stuff going on, you know, time is money. So to me, when you're like tinting, you can make really good money in tint. So it's like, you know, busy every day. It's like, ooh, cool, that looks sweet. I don't feel like trying to build one myself. That's really why I went with like a pre-built. I got it initially, like this one I got from 44 Tools, but the talking to Rick McIntyre about I gotta get a tint keg one, mainly because it's like, it looks good. I'm all about like better appearances too for certain things. That's why it's like, you know, spent extra money on my camera, shit like that for my videos. It's like presentation is a big part of professionalism, in my opinion. So mine's all kind of beat up and worn out. It still works really well, but like I want a nice new looking tank. It's like being a mechanic and getting like a brand new sweet looking toolbox. It's just one of those things you enjoy, you take pride in. Let's see. I'm gonna see if there's another question. Let's see. Yep. There's $125 for a 5-gallon tank. Yep. Yeah, a lot of guys are doing it. It's actually become a big topic. But the funny part was like, somebody talked about the tanks, and then I was like, it just happened to be around the point when I was making a video for the tanks, and then I made the video for tanks, and now it's like, everybody's talking about the tanks now. So, everybody's talking about the tanks. So, yeah, like whatever you do. If you build one yourself, you can wrap it yourself, put your own style on it. Like, if you want to have somebody build it, that's cool. If you want to make it your own, that's cool too. Everybody's got, just like tinting and everything else. Everybody's got their own way of doing things. So, oh, there was something else. Yeah, Flexzilla hose. Yep, that's another one. I was not the one to find Flexzilla hose. I work with Rick McIntyre. He's got the tint kegs. So he's the one that found Flexzilla hose. And I was just like, okay, cool. It looks good. It was bright green. It looks sweet. And get the ball locks on it so it's quick disconnects and all that. I like the hose a lot. And since then, I've paid attention to other ones. That curly, I hated that curly hose. I just didn't know, what other hose to buy, I guess. And I didn't feel like looking around because, I have all this other shit I need to do. So, yeah. There we go. Got a little guy right here. Losing my train of thought. But yeah, I like the Flexzilla hose. There's some cheaper ones. The problem that I've noticed with hoses is the pressure that you put into it. So it's not that it's not rated for higher pressure, but certain hoses stiffen up. Actually, they all stiffen up a lot when you add if you're maxing them out, maxing the tanks out 90 psi, the hose will stiffen up. So if you use a stiffer plastic hose, it's a tripping hazard. And as you can see, with places like this, people are walking all over the place. I have other shops, it's just flat out dangerous to have something that's gonna curl up and trip somebody. Kind of like leaving scraps on the ground too, the white plastic scraps. They blend in with the ground, and people are busy, they don't pay attention, so you gotta do everything you can to work with people as well, because you don't want somebody to trip over your own stuff and put them out of work. Accidents happen, but do as much as you can to minimize it and be considerate. But Flexzilla hose has been pretty awesome. The only thing I'm really bummed about is how dirty it's got. I really wish it would stay bright green, but now it's I've had it for 4 months now, and it's this dingy, crappy, brownish color. So it's if Flexzilla made a black hose, that would be awesome and fit right in with the tint keg too. So that would have been dope. But they require you to buy a fair amount of hose to get custom colors, so I hear. So, one day there will be custom hose.
I was calling and it's there's a crazy day going on right now.
What do you guys think? Think this is too dark? I think this is too dark. I actually put limo on like the Pontiac G5 that I had in my old videos. I put limo on my front doors for a total of 10 minutes. I spent all the time, got it done. It was like one of those things where it's like I had 15. I was like, ooh, I want to go darker. Just 15's not dark enough. And then I put it on my front doors, and I sat in the car, and then I looked out the window, and I was like, this is too dark. And I immediately ripped it off after I made it look super good. But yeah, we don't put it on windshields, so. Oh my god. This spray bottle was all still contamination. Yes. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh shit, I'm getting a call. Hello? Oh. I hope that didn't just ruin my stream, man. I just got a call from a telemarketer, so like... as long as everything's good. There's a delay too, so like it's tough to tell when some of this stuff goes awry. Gotta love telemarketers. Okay. Tint Slime, J&J Baby Shampoo or Dawn? Ooh. I'm using this right now, Ultra. That's my go-to right now. So, I like it. I like it a lot. I gotta do a little more research into it right now, but I used to use baby shampoo in like all my old videos and stuff like that. Like, baby shampoo was you know, what I started on, what I always used. Mainly because like tint slime wasn't a thing at the time, and like it was pretty much like who makes the best soap. So I was using baby shampoo, and then I was sent out a sample of tint slime to try out, and I like Ultra, not the green stuff, but Ultra, and I immediately switched over, just because it's, to me, it's like it's as good. It's as good as it gets right now. With Ultra. So the green stuff, to me, it would tack up too fast. It would just like grab in weird places. But the Ultra has a very similar slip to baby shampoo, but it's missing a couple of the things that make baby shampoo annoying. So like, if you notice with a lot of soaps like Dawn and baby shampoo, they're all soaps and detergents, so like they leave pretty horrible white streaks behind. Like the ones on the doors, like you can obviously clean them all off, but like it's something I really didn't pay that much attention to because I didn't have anything else until I started using something like Ultra. So like Ultra dries clear. So if it like gets on the paint, you know, I do everything on the car, so it's like whatever streaks are down the car. With baby shampoo, it's like super oily, greasy, and white. And this stuff, like this is a black truck right now. There's some streaks, but they're clear. They're not like bright, stand out at you streaks. I would like wipe off the paint on customer vehicles, but the problem is I don't wash customer vehicles on the go. So like when a car comes in and it's got that layer of dirt around the whole car, and then you wipe off the doors, like one, you risk scratching his paint, and two, you like now the doors look great and the rest of the car looks like crap. So it's like I really don't touch paint because I've been in that situation too where like, you know, customer accuses you of scratching their paint or you wipe it off or honestly, like you go to wash a car or something like that and the customer goes, oh, I only hand washed my cars. Like I didn't want anybody else to wash it. Like customers can be particular. So you just, you know, I wouldn't wash a car without asking them. Like everybody's different. So, you know, that's why it's my rule of thumb. Just whatever can minimize some of that. And so that's like one of the main benefits. Another thing is it wipes off super easy. So like now with baby shampoo, I'd have to get like another rag and some glass cleaner and stuff like that. But with Ultra, it just seems to wipe real clean. So that's really appreciated. And it tacks up when you want it to. So like it's got some I don't even remember the word. I'm using my brain right now. But it dries out faster. So if you have like a little finger that pops up and you heat it up, it'll dry out much faster than baby shampoo. So like those instances where like those defroster lines when you tint a back window and it's got those little peanuts or bananas or whatever people call them pop up on the back window, like I have my own solution for fixing that, and it's just turn on the defrosters. But you like if you have one or two of them pop up, you heat it up with a heat gun and it dries way faster. With baby shampoo, constantly pops up over and over and over and over again until it like you know heat it up for what seems like a half an hour sometimes. So it just dries out faster. So it's got all the benefits of baby shampoo, but it's made for a window tint, and it seems to, you know, just speed up the process overall. Dawn, though, is what I would switch to if I wasn't using Ultra. And the main reason for that is it doesn't build up in your tank. Tint slime actually still will build up in your tank, and baby shampoo builds up in your tank horrifically. Dawn, we've left it in tanks for a long time and it still doesn't build up, so I really like that stuff too. It just leaves all like the soapy suds behind and stuff, and I kind of got over that. Let's see. Dawn, never. Why never Dawn? I'm curious, like use baby shampoo, like I that's what I use, so I'm curious why no Dawn. Use tint slime all the time. Dawn never, bro. Huh? You said Dawn never, bro. Or maybe you're talking to somebody else, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, somebody's asking you a question too. Yeah, Evan. You said, or Evan asked, noticed that tint slime will tack up quick at times. Yeah, that's what I noticed with the green stuff, and that's what's prevented me from using the green stuff. That was the first one that was out, and a lot of people liked it, and I can respect that. It's just for me, like, you'd be sliding it around the window a little bit, and all of a sudden, like, a patch of it would freeze up, and you'd be like, why is this just stopping right now? And you'd have to like smack the film to get it to free up. Where with Ultra, it's a lot more like baby shampoo, where it just kind of slides around where you want it to go, and then when you squeegee it, it tacks up. That's what I really liked about baby shampoo. But I want to try and find my perfect slip solution would be something that doesn't build up in your tank either. So, because that builds up in your lines, you have to replace your lines. I've found out there's nothing that cleans out your lines entirely unless maybe you have some preventative maintenance. Or maybe somebody knows something that I don't know, which is very possible, because I only know so much. I had a bubble. I just squeegeed it out. Dawn is heavy degreaser for dishes, weakens the adhesive, breaks it down. Okay. I mean, it's worked. So I haven't used it for years and years, but I'd be interested to. It's not something I can prove, really. You know, when you get it in place, you tack it down. So, like, I want to see stuff like this proven, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So it's not that I don't believe you by any means. It's just like, shit, how do you prove that? If it like weakens the adhesive or whatever, I don't know. I do use, I think we got some side combos going. Okay, we're gonna scooch this. You guys are gonna see the back. Isn't this fun? It's on a roller cart, and I just gotta make sure cords don't get caught on everything. There's like an oil pan down here. Yeah, I got no super good angles for this, but we're gonna kind of just like hang out back here. Okay, so I gotta do this back window. It's a one piece, and then I'll go to the other side and do the rest of it. Headrests pop out, seats fold up. Keep that stuff out of the way. And now, I do something, I guess, I don't know. I've seen people do this, and I like it. Where's my phone? I put it in the car. I should take a tape measure for this, because I'm always like long by like a foot. But like I take my film, I unroll it about my height. I try and go a little shorter because I know I'm like taller than the back window, but and then I do this. Close it because peel board. Yeah, this is too. Oh my god, what did I do? I made this like another foot long again, because I've had that where I've like made it what I thought was like the perfect length, and it's been like a half inch short. And then so like I'm now in a perpetual state of making these back windows too long, because like it's like the worst when you go to like install one of these and then you just scrap like 6 feet of film over being a half inch too short, and it's like, why doesn't somebody make a film stretcher? So like I make cuts at the bottom, I just try and slim it, and this is just a fast way of doing it. Just kind of tear it down, and sometimes it works out even, sometimes it doesn't. Wow. So give it a couple good squeegees, spray it down, and then what we're gonna do is just pop it in here and chop it off on the inside. Whatcha? This is like the best. Okay, I can't say the best, but like this is like one of the fastest ways without a plotter. You just throw it in there, chop it off, and if you're good, like you don't get it dirt coming in from the sides. It's really just like press it up against the sides and hold it and trim it. I've got too much slip. There we go. It's rolling on me. I've got too much slip. Okay, so let's put that there. The annoying thing is this is like a foot long. We carry this in. Yeah, right? You would think that I'd get a tape measure for this. And I should. And I want to. You know what? I got a tape measure in my car. Ugh, I'm upset. No, I know I could have measured this. There you go. See? I was looking for a wireless camera too, so I could like carry it around, but there's nothing that streams a good quality video direct to the phone or direct to my laptop, so I can stream this. I could and streaming on a phone's just not gonna look as good. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. So you guys are gonna see the scraps. Boom. See that? Done. Just squeegee out the excess. If there's any little fingers that pop up, this glass is pretty flat overall. All my edges are clean. Love it. That to me, first time I saw that, I actually didn't, I saw somebody do this first, and I was like, it's gonna be filthy. And we just didn't have time. So he's like, no, I'm just gonna do it. And he did it. And he's just like, ha. I was like, no shit. And I've been doing it that way ever since. So some turn out better than others. And if that happens, you have to redo it. But, me, now I'm just gotta wipe off the back window and it's all set. So now I can jump to the other doors. Windshield strip. I think that's it for the day. Wow. Pick up the scraps, because I don't want anybody tripping. All right, what's chassis? Matt, why don't you have your own bus shop? You mean like busy shop or shop out of a bus? Hello from Russian. Hello from Russia. Thank you. If I didn't say thank you to Evan for enjoying the stream, I appreciate it. I should face this down too, right? So people can. Hello from Russia. Hello back. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. And then, why don't you have your own? I'm guessing shop. A few reasons. So, you would think by now I would have my own shop, right? I've always worked for / with people. Subcontracted right now. So, I never wanted to stay in Michigan. That's reason number one, is I never expected to be in Michigan this long. So naturally, I don't want to open up a shop in Michigan because I don't want to stay here. 2, I don't know exactly where to go, but I would like to go out of state somewhere. 3, it's scary to open up a shop. It can be tremendously successful. But the initial getting started and raising cap, or having a little bit of money to get it started or whatever, and it's just working mobile, I've never really had the chance to build up my own clientele, I guess. I've just really been tinting for other places in different areas. And then I started doing this whole video thing too, so some of what I say is going to be a little scattered, but I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on it. I'd like to have a shop, but I don't just want a regular shop. I want a studio. A studio where I can make part of my income tinting cars, and then another part of my income from showing people how to tint through video or classes or something else. So it's if I open up a shop, just like starting out opening up a shop, then I'm kind of tied to my own shop and my own customers, and like it's a lot to try and handle, and then still, you know, be a business owner and then edit video. So it's like it kills a lot of my freedom for that. So I think there's going to be a delicate way of doing it, and I think I'll eventually have my own place someday. But I just don't have one yet, and I'm patient too, so I'll get there. I'll get there to like a cool studio style space, I think. We got so much glare. Use the camo wobble. Gonna do that. That's okay. Older truck couldn't do that. Yeah, I agree. I don't do that on old trucks. Like the headliners are coming apart. The F-250s, like rubber seals. So there's certain ones, like it's not a method for all trucks, but like on these with the nice ceramic borders and are pretty new, you can just throw it in, chop it out, and like it honestly looks really, really good. So it was just one of those things where like I didn't really believe it until it was just, you know, you get those days where it's like, I gotta get stuff done, I'm behind, and you don't want to turn out a bad job, but you're willing to take some risks to try and speed things up. So that was just cool, and I've been doing it that way ever since. Unless I had a plotter, but I'm not a super huge fan of plotters still. I am for certain things. For trucks especially, they're like super helpful for like cutouts and stuff like that, but pattern consistency has been like the bane of my existence with plotters. I should play music. Not on my stream, unfortunately. YouTube will flag it, but like I could listen to music in my headphones. Unless somebody joins my Discord. Oh, I should have had a description probably typed up too. We'll be better in the next one. This is going okay, I think, maybe. I can kind of just speak my mind on live, which is nice. With video, you like go to sit down and say something, and then you stumble over your words 50 times, and then you forget what you're going to say in the first place. And you lose your momentum. And then you got to go home and edit. And rewatch what you said 500 times. Still gotta do a windshield strip on this too. But we're not going. Actually, I don't know how far down we're going. That's the other thing. I don't talk to customers. It's like, I don't know how far down on windshield strips. I have to guesstimate everything unless they're here. You can never get those guys to ask the customer how far down I want to go on the windshield strip. That would be helpful. They just say the bottom of the mirror tab. Problem is, on all the new vehicles, the bottom of the mirror tab is like half the windshield. So you do that, and you're just blinding customers. You're never straight. Ooh. Done. I like trucks. They're easy. The new ones, not the old one. You get me like a 90s F-150 and I'll just be in a bad mood. Maybe this little fence or something like that. Oh wait, I get this back door. This is no fun. Started right out of high school. I'm just kidding. Don't work for me. We'll collaborate. What state are you out of? I've had other people ask me to work, like, it's a tough situation because I'm very protective about what I've built, even though it's like a silly YouTube channel, but like it's grown quite a lot. So like I don't know, I'm protective to a fault, but I do like collaborating to a point. But like up and moving right now, I am honestly not in a position. Like hopefully, fingers crossed, August will be amazing. I have like some serious personal stuff that I'll talk about later. Like that's my whole camera person. I got free still there. Yeah. I think he was busy. I texted Patrick. See, this is why like work with people, man. I need like somebody. Oh, I probably should have just asked. I don't know. I've had Patrick. I want to invite people into like the Discord so we can talk and like create a conversation and talk about more things than just my perspective. Honestly, just like a cool work hangout or something like that. I talk to people all day long on the phone for Windows Tint, so I think it'd be really cool to add that to like the live stream. Almost like a work podcast style dealy thingy majigger. I'm moving this way more than I thought I was gonna have to.
And these headphones.
Oh my god.
You get headphones on, hold on.
Hello?
Hello?
Patrick.
Hello? Oh, sweet. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
No? Okay, good. All right, I can hear you. All is good in the world.
Wait.
Are you live?
Yes.
I
don't. On YouTube. I don't know if this is creating horrible feedback right now. One second, let me check.
Some days it just hits me how amazing it is that
Turn down your audio.
On my...
It's creating
On my
feedback.
computer?
One second. Hello? Can you still hear me? And he left.
Even a text kicks me out.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Like,
goofy.
I just got 2 texts. It was like, boot. This is sweet.
It's working. That's awesome. So
Wait a minute. Can people hear me on the live chat too?
Yes.
I mean, on the live stream? Oh, awesome.
So you are on the live stream right now, and I can talk to you in real time, and then they can also hear me and you.
Oh, nice.
So,
well, hi, everyone.
Everybody, this is Patrick from Window Tinting Business. How many people? We have 12 people.
We got 12 people on.
Yes. This has been going for like 2.5 hours.
Yes, this has. This is nice.
So,
So we got a lot of chats in here. A lot of chats.
yeah, we've had some good questions, and I've rambled on about a lot of topics too. It's fun.
This is great. The quality is good. Everything.
Yeah. And it's 100. It's all from my little cart. So I have an extension cord that goes to my cart that powers my laptop, and then it's going off of a mobile hotspot. It's intense. So my headset is connected to my phone right now, and then I can hear you that way, and then I'm wearing my Sennheiser mic, and that's going to the laptop. So, and then I have to mute myself in certain channels, and it's like, oh man, it's a pain in the ass, but it...
You know, it's weird. I'm watching the video, and like obviously there's a delay because like when we're speaking in real life, it's like I don't see it on the video feed for like another 10 seconds. It's trippy.
Yes. Yes, there'll be that 10-second delay. And honestly, like out of all the things that I tried, that was the best, and it's good enough, so I can still like demo how to do stuff.
And it's not a huge long delay, which is great because then you could just it's like it's maybe 10 seconds, maybe.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah, close enough to where I can show somebody, talk to them in real time, and still like there'll be that delay, but enough that like, not too much so they can understand what's going on. And Discord sounds better. Sounds better than a phone call. Audio's clear.
Bro, it's crystal clear. Mike, I am not playing Fortnite. I'm still at the shop right now.
Oh, did somebody ask you if you're playing Fortnite?
Yeah, he said Patrick's probably playing Fortnite.
No, but he could be because he's got a laptop, so you just bring it in and play Fortnite at work in his hammock.
Oh, right? I should. Oh, I told you I downloaded the Fortnite onto my PC.
Yeah.
Nightmare to try to go from a controller that I'm like I don't die every time, but like it's like starting all over when you're on a keyboard and a mouse. It's insane.
I started on a keyboard and mouse, I guess. So, but yeah,
I've never played a game in my life on keyboard, so it's like apparently W, A, S, and D are like standard. And I'm like I don't know.
They are like that's really the staple for like what defaults are. And the cool thing though is that you can remap it to whatever keys you want to use. But also you can get a Xbox controller and a PC adapter and just connect the controller if you really want to go back to a controller on PC. So they give you that flexibility.
That's why I forgot. You know what? I got frustrated and I took it off my PC, and then I realized I could just plug in a controller in.
But it played well on your laptop?
It did. I tried to push it through OBS, and it wasn't. I'm pretty sure I need a capture card. But
Gotcha.
I'm not trying to get real serious on gaming. I'm just having fun.
Not yet anyways, huh?
That's like too much. Even though I have everything, it really all capture card was like maybe a couple $100, maybe.
Are you eating right now?
I am. My eating window has opened, but I just got open to eat. I'm sending all these carbs.
This is like everything I hoped it would be right now. Just like casual whatever, and you can talk about work and life, and it doesn't matter.
Well,
like,
well, maybe in the future you can tell me that like people can hear what I'm saying.
oh, so I totally screwed up, right? So I went to. This is great. So I went live by mistake. So I had a video open and I was using that as an audio reference to see what was happening, and then all of a sudden people are typing like, "Hey Matt," and I'm like, "Oh shit." And like my audio wasn't working yet, and like I saw there were like 18 people, and like half of them cleared out once. It's like, I don't think he meant to do this. So that part of it was great. Okay, I gotta move. Ugh, dude.
Well, let's see this.
What?
So seeing you roll and move.
Oh, yeah. So, also, I was looking online yesterday about gimbal trackers, and then I found this one. A company's releasing one that was actually backed on Kickstarter. So it's got some sketchiness to it, but if it's legitimate, I haven't paid for it or anything. I'm gonna wait for the reviews, but it's like $100, and it works with like DJI and the other popular gimbals that are out there, and it's a motion tracker. So you put like a UV bracelet on, and then you can walk around, and the camera will track you while you're doing other stuff. So I wouldn't have to do this as much.
No, nice.
And
I like that.
that would be amazing. Okay. Yeah, because moving this around, like even though I got it on wheels and everything and I got it propped up, like that's about as high as I can go. We gotta do a windshield strip on this. I gotta check the chat too. I'm losing. Oh yeah, you can comment as window tinting business. That's neat. I lose my mind.
Yeah, because I'm logged in on my computer.
Yeah, like it's just I
But-
forget little things. Yeah, he said probably playing Fortnite. Matt has
How do
beat
you
you on
turn
a.
me into a mod? You should turn me into a mod so that way I can boot people.
So you just boot everybody.
Everyone's out. No, just the people that we don't want in there. You know. No.
Yeah, I'll look into it. Let's see, Matt. Oh, he's told you I beat you on setup for live training.
I know, right? Oh.
Oh, I love it. There's like, what?
Mike, Pepsi, and Cola both are in the same market. It's all right, bro. It's all right.
That's exactly it. And like what I was telling them too, like somebody asked if we were like teaming up, and it's like really we're just trying to help each other out as much as possible, and like, you know, because it can only benefit each other when you do that. But like, we're always in that internal like competition to like kind of one up each other on certain things. Like, oh shit, he's doing that. Now I got to do something a little bit better.
That's just everyone else in the industry.
It's just
You and me are like, how do we do this? How do we make this work?
right.
How do we
But
make
like,
this awesome?
in all fairness too, it's like I've been talking to Patrick while you know, been doing all of this, setting it up. So it's like he knows everything that I've done. So you can just go ahead and start that anytime you want.
Start what? I lost you. The audio went out.
Oh, did it?
Start what?
You can start doing this type of a live stream anytime you want.
I don't have the setup like you do.
Yeah, you do. You got the computer. You got a. I'm sure you have a
I have a
rolly cart or something.
I have a smartphone. Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah. No,
You're
yeah, I guess
forgetting you
right.
have a laptop. You
Yeah,
have a
I know, but
laptop and the same webcam.
I know, but I'm pretty sure the internet is absolute garbage here at the shop.
Is it?
Like, yeah, you need at minimum. What was it? Six megabits per second or something like that, and I'll be surprised if it was like 1.5. And then it's easy at home because I got 150. It's just like the best internet I've ever had in my.
It's worth a try. I'm just saying, because like I'm running this. Actually, this is all just going off of a Verizon, my phone. So like Verizon hotspot.
Let me do a speed test here on the internet at the shop. We'll see if that's
Yes.
something's doable.
Do that. Oh shit! I gotta ask them. Oh, I made this way long. See, I always forget. Like, and it's annoying too, because I should just take 2 seconds to find out. But like the mirror is offset, so like the passenger side is longer than the driver's side. And I always forget that. So when I cut it on the driver's side, I've had it where it's short on the passenger side. So then I just made it long on the passenger side. And now it's extra long on the driver's side. Yep. I'm losing my mind. I was like trying to figure out technical issues. Like, oh shit! I see. I just lost my microphone.
You lost it? It
Like,
fell?
it fell. It was dangling.
Bro, I just did a speed test, 25.6 download and 5.9 upload. I think that maybe I might make it. Maybe.
That's roughly where I'm at on speed test too. Like on
Are
mobile
you?
from like my USB to the thing. Like I'm doing. Wait, maybe I'm doing a 720p. YouTube's pretty good about streaming. It's worth bringing it in. Do you have a little like rolly cart that you can put some shit on?
No, but I mean I can get one.
Okay. You hear this, guys? I'm trying to get him to actually like compete on this live stream thing. So
See, the thing is you're like out of the shop.
yeah.
Like me, I'm in the shop and I always feel awkward. Like I always feel awkward when I do. Like that's why I like that I have a garage now because I can actually like take my time to like do videos if I really wanted to.
Uh huh.
Like I always feel awkward doing videos in the shop when I'm supposed to be working. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. But having like people to talk to while you're doing it makes it a lot less awkward. And like, it's not much easier to do video or streaming with like random people. Because,
I wish.
it's gonna be funny.
I wish it would.
Because I'm gonna have to re-explain it like over and over. Like, you're doing what? Live streaming to the internet on the go? Yeah, of course.
I wonder. Oh, you can still pop out chat. I like that. Oh, and you can still restore it.
Oh, I want to see if this works. I might test this on you right now. It says I can play an ad. Oh wait, I didn't enable it.
Before the live stream?
Hang on one second. I saw this was a feature. So go to monetization, monetize with ads. I want to see. Let's see.
Wait, you can do video changes on the fly when you're.
What's that?
Are you doing video changes on the fly while you're live?
No, just settings.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, let's see. Let me see if it plays an ad on your computer. Okay, I click the button. I don't know if it'll start playing an ad, but like it gives you the option to play an ad by the press of a button.
Whose ad? Your ad? Someone's ad?
No, I'm guessing it's just like a YouTube ad as a way to like try and make a little bit of money while you're doing it.
Like monetize it?
Yeah. I was wondering if it actually would work or if it's something you got enabled beforehand, but it said now playing an ad, but when I did a test on my own laptop, nothing like showed up, so.
I figured I'd wait like 10 seconds, 15 seconds and see if it'd pop up. No ad has popped up.
Okay.
Not for me at least. But it may not be for everyone. You know?
Maybe on some
think-
people's. It says it may not work on some platforms, but it's like I would figure if it worked on any like PC would be fine.
Well, I think I just got in here, so it may be because I maybe already. I think YouTube like waits like 6 or 7 minutes before they show another ad. So like if I should watch a video, like I won't see another ad for 5 or 6 minutes, just so it's not like overbearing. I think that might be a possibility of what's going on.
Gotcha.
Do we still talk about YouTube stuff? Because this is weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You and me are the only ones that really know. Like everyone else is like, I just want a window tint. These guys are talking about cameras. Oh.
I know, but like I'm kind of popping back and forth to the chat, and if somebody's got a question, you know, definitely answer it. But like to me, just talking about whatever.
The old lady made egg salad yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and I forgot to bring a spoon, so I am now scooping and spreading egg salad with a Bondo card.
The behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen.
Right? Shit
Great.
tinters do.
Yeah, like when you forget a spoon for a yogurt and you just try and use the lid. I hope this windshield strip's in the right spot.
Is that your film against the wall?
Which film? Is it the SunGuard boxes?
The blue and white ones. I don't know what color SunGuard is.
Yeah, those are SunGuard boxes. Those aren't mine. Those are old, dusty rolls that have been sitting here for a long time. This is this. Oh yeah, I should give you a shop tour. I just don't want to say like too loud about anything, but they all know. This is kind of the not so great looking place. Like the walls have years and years of filth built up on them, so it's kind of ratty.
Well, the good thing is, I mean, most people aren't going to have the cheddar to purchase a shop right away, so they're going to have to do mobile, which is good because this is real life stuff. This is what really happens.
Yes, this is real life stuff. Shops like this exist all over the place that are looking for tinters because they do auto accessories and they can't find tinters for shit because nobody can. So you subcontract for companies like this and you give them a day or two a week, and some of them are better than others, but
I'm
but
telling
yeah,
you, that's
places-
almost a new way because very few shops can keep you employed full time all year round.
Mhm.
Just like if you do it that way, where you subcontract at multiple different places, it changes it up a little bit. Oh, we got some questions here.
Yep, changes it up a little bit, and then you got just, usually steadier work. It's not always going to be busy at all the days that you give them. You just kind of work with them as best you can. There's definitely pros and cons to it, but overall, it's definitely a solid model to just go from like being at home, or like going from like being in your garage to like going out there and trying something different, and not necessarily just working for a shop, but like subcontract work.
Yeah, because that's like one step. One step. All right, so we got some questions here. Let's see. Braden said, "Dude, you killed it on the time on the back window. That was like 2 minutes. Nice trick for the new trucks. Ever worry about scratching the ceramic coating?" He's asking that question.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can scratch it if you just press way too hard. But yeah, thanks. That little back window trick has been real helpful. You just throw it like for those, if anybody that's joining that didn't see it, you can either rewind or basically I just rolled out the film, peeled it, put it on the inside, and like just stuck it right into place, and then just trimmed it out on the inside. So you just go a little bit light, kind of putting the blade in between the groove of the the paneling, and then trim it out on the inside, and it just shoop, done. It's risky.
Nice.
It's a little risky because if you like start butting it against the panels and stuff like that, like dragging it against something, you can drag some shit into it, but it's good. It's good if you're good at it.
For those of y'all just watching here, just joining in, if you rewind about 37 minutes ago, it says negative 37, so that's what I'm assuming. You guys can watch that portion at that time. I'm going back live. I like you. I like seeing you live.
Yeah, go back to the very, very beginning when I'm like not even knowing that I'm live.
Mike Cardoza says, Cardoso. Wow. How long have you both been tinting? I have been tinting for 3 or 4 years, and Matt has been tinting for like 10 years, right? 10,
Yes.
11 years?
Like,
Yeah.
I think, yeah, like I'm pretty sure 10 years, because I think I started back in like 2000 and like late 2008, 2009-ish. No, a little bit before that. Sorry, it was before I went to aviation mechanics school. I started tinting, so yeah, like right in that time frame. So about 10 years now.
Matt taught me how to tint, literally.
I did. See, I created. Oh man, that's always funny when people tell me you create your own competition, and then it's like, no, I won't. And then
That's absolutely true, 100%.
created YouTube competition. It's weird to think like 4 years out. That to me is like crazy. But now it's like after like because taking like a 4 year break from YouTube and then coming back and like people have opened shops in that time. It's like, holy yeah, you can be a hell of a tinner in 4 years. So like my channel's been going longer than that too. So it's like wow.
Hell, I was a hell of a tenor in a year. As long as I got into getting into a shop and knocking out cars, 3-4 cars a day, every day, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you learn real quick. You either learn or you get out.
And that's really it. Like the determination behind it too can definitely accelerate things. So when people say like you need X amount of cars under your belt, it's like a lot of it's your mentality and your ambition. Because for you to go, within a handful of years to like where you're at now, like that says something. I know guys that have been tinting longer than that. They can't tint for shit. No offense. No offense to like. Everybody's the best tinner in the world, you know what I mean? So it's like, let's see what you can really do. So
what did someone say? I know I'm gonna mess it up. Someone said online is like, I'm the second best tinner in the world because everyone else is the best tinner in the world or something like that. Just accurate.
There's a post in one of the groups that was like so which one of y'all is the best tinner? Who thinks they're the best?
Yes,
or
that was.
like
I saw that one. I'm like, it's funny because I'm like, this is gonna stir up all kinds of stuff.
I was happy to see how many people actually said, "What's the point?" Including me. Like, it's just like it's so dumb.
I was so close to go in there and be like, I am, of course. I have a YouTube channel, 5,000 subs.
Oh, that's a good one.
If you're not enjoying, come
Do you know
subscribe.
how many? Yeah, the amount of subscribers that you have dictate how good you are at window tint. Like that's
Do you know who I?
What were you saying?
I'm just busting
okay.
balls. Oh. So how would we? Are
Hello?
you gonna give people how would people jump in and out of the audio?
I can put up the link again. It's been a while since I posted it.
Okay. And then can anyone kick them out?
No, you have to be an administrator to do that.
Okay. So I was just making sure like we're not gonna like you bring someone in and then all of a sudden he kicks everyone out of the Discord, even you.
No, only like I can appoint admins and moderators and stuff like that and give people different roles, and like I can actually make multiple voice chat rooms, so one for a general use and one for like specifically the live stream and like just kind of keep a tighter leash on it. But yeah, the link that I just dropped in the chat is the Discord server. So this is where me and Patrick are talking, and anybody at this point it's open right now. So if anybody jumps in and wants to like add to the conversation, ask a question, click that link, create a username, and then click on voice chat, and then whatever, like you can do it on your phone, you can do it on a PC as long as you have like a microphone. Just super casual way for people to like jump in and out, ask questions, and just keep a conversation going, because I think that's the most important part, is just to like fill time with conversation and actually like just comment on anything.
Yeah, and just keep running with it. I like this.
Yeah,
looks like you're almost done.
Yes, I am actually just wrapping up this truck. I don't know when I started.
I've been on another level today. Like every car I did, like I did a 2-door Mini Cooper. That thing was done in 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
Oh, nice.
I just did an 06 E350, like a 4-door BMW, Mercedes, a little older. That was done in 50 minutes.
Nice.
And I did I think a BMW this morning, but I took my time on that one. But that was a convertible, so I was like,
that's understandable.
But bro, like this whole like eating regimen thing, I'm telling you, they say that like your production goes up. Bro, I was all over it. But I'm feeling it's weird because every time I eat now, I eat big meals and I can feel it like I'll slow down and I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's always happened to me around like lunchtime on a Saturday or something like that. Like the shop used to buy pizza at my dad's shop, and it was really like, you just hustle and hustle and hustle, and all of a sudden you slow down, you eat a bunch of carbs, and then you're dead. Like
Yeah.
it's like I'm good for the day, and you look at the schedule and you're like, oh, I have 500 more cars to do today. I hate everything. So yeah, this is all set, I think. Just make sure this back window is all packed down. Tomorrow I think I'm at the higher end detail shop, but they have like, that's gonna be a tough one. I don't know if I can do a live stream there. I'll try if I can, or I'll do it if I can. But
Because they're loud, right? With the air compressors and junk.
yeah, they got power washers and stuff like that, and it's just like there's so much more activity going on and people walking around and like cars moving in and out, so it's a lot more hectic. Where this place is like, I can have this corner of the garage and know that anything comes in here, it's, you know, it'll be over here, even though it's messy as hell.
You get that little junk.
What's that?
They just like throw you in a corner, like the dusty corner. Like,
Yeah.
thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, I know, but oh, it's funny though. Like, places like this though, they can make good money though, which is crazy. Like on some level it is.
Yeah, I mean that's like unused real estate. So if you bring in whatever they're making, 25, 35%, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's all free money. I mean, all they do is just and
Yeah.
you're good. You know what I mean? It's not like they're making 35% and then it's a hassle because they're coming back because they hired some hack.
We're doing a pan. Yeah. See, this is what it is. It's nothing special.
Hey, that shop right there, you can get 2 tenders in that shop, make $500,000 a year.
That's true. This shop has been doing window tint. Like, it's had window tinters for 30 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially, that's a good one to have an established. Go to like a detail shop or like another business that's not tint but still associated with it. That has an established clientele base.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Mike says, nice to have a plotter, Patrick.
Oh, I love my plotter. I'll hand cut, but I love my plotter.
This is cool too, because like I have my own opinion on it too, and I've given my 2 cents so far, but like I'll talk about it more. It's got its upsides and downsides, and he's gone. Oh wait, no, I'm gone. Hang on 1 second. Like something happened with the. Let me jump back in. Something happened. Hello? We good?
Hello.
Okay. It disconnected
Coming in
me
and out.
that time. I defaulted to like all the times that you hang up.
Oh.
So my headset
That was
said
one time just yesterday, like 9 times yesterday.
it's
What the hell's
been
going
like
on?
it's been so many times. It's just funny because like my headset will tell me call ended, so then I'm just like, and he's gone.
Again. Again.
This is funny. Yeah. I'm gonna look back at this and see how many times I walk back and forth around this car. It's just customers not here. It's all set. Just make sure it's all touched up, and I don't know what else to do at this point. I think I'm all done. Am I all done for the day?
I'm done for the
3:15?
day.
Just gonna hang out for the next couple hours.
You're gonna hang out there?
No, you gotta hang out your shop for the next couple hours.
Yeah. No, they'll probably look her up at 4 o'clock. 4
Oh,
o'clock
that's cool.
Yeah,
They
they
clear out of
usually
there if
they're
there's
good
nothing.
about like not sticking around if there's no work to be done.
That's cool. Shit, did I? Oh wait, no, I did 1 set of doors in 20%, and the rest of the stuff today was 5%.
Gangsters, all G'd up.
We had 2 rear halves on Suburbans. Those were 5% over factory 20, and then this was 5%, and then
Bro, did you see
windshield
the
stickers.
post in United of the dude that put like 20% on the front windshield of a Mustang, but it looked like limo. It looked like, I mean,
Oh,
people are losing their minds.
that happens like so quick. All it takes is like 10 minutes, and people are all over that kind of stuff.
Like I know
I
tinters
didn't catch it
that
though.
like put 35 on, but like I don't even think real tinters even like 20 or 15% on the windshield. It's too dark.
I don't like. It's a little tough when like I was getting into things because you're not really sure. Like what I'm doing on the front doors isn't technically legal in the state of Michigan either. So, like, it's that level of what's acceptable and what's not. So, um, yeah, like there's just things that are flat out unsafe. I honestly would rather not do 5% on the side doors, but you can at least still see out of the windshield. That to me is a real gray area, but um, anything darker than 35 on a windshield, that's too much.
Way
So,
too much. Especially
yeah.
at night. That's crazy at night.
Yeah, like cloudy day, nighttime, anything. It's too much. Like I don't care how bright your headlights are. It's scary.
Right? Is that the printful gear?
So the T-shirt's printful. This hoodie is one of the test ones, and I threw it on, and I thought it was another hoodie at first because it was just running out the door. This is
I was
actually
wondering
kind of.
why you had a shirt and a hoodie with the same logo on it.
Oh, I love it too because it's just more the logo. So no, but this like it's just faded. So I'm not a big fan of the company that I got this from. But yeah, the printful stuff is a lot better. So that's the T-shirt.
It looks, yeah, the printful stuff looks a lot better. Like for
Yeah.
long, you don't want it for 3 days or 3
No.
washes.
Right. Yeah. Like the hoodie, in my opinion, it already looks like it's a month old. So, but no, it came like this, and it's like, yeah.
God, I
Yeah.
wish I had the community tab so I could share this with my community. I mean, there's only 5,800. Now I don't have 30,000 like some people.
30,000, but I got 15 washings. So like,
Oh,
subscriber
it's so
numbers are.
close. 29,952.
I know, but like subscriber numbers, in my opinion, are like one I was gone for a long time too, and it's just they don't really matter as far as like sheer numbers don't matter. It's the quality of the people that you have and the community that you have because like yeah, it's just people eventually like they'll subscribe, but then they'll go watch something else, and then everybody just has different interests develop over time, or what you used to watch you don't watch anymore. So you still might be subscribed to a channel, but you just don't watch the stuff anymore. So that to me is like a big thing to keep in mind when you have numbers like that. It's really like, so what kind of views are you getting? What kind of retention are you having? So,
Wait,
yeah.
did it take you 3 hours to tint that truck?
No.
Okay, because it said you were streaming for 3 hours, and I thought for a second it really took you 3 hours to tint that truck.
Oh, no, not this one. I started before I even had the rear half here, I think. Yeah, like I was started and then the rear half pulled in. I had a rear half on a Suburban that's sitting outside now. I had two doors on a truck with a windshield strip, and then I also had this. So.
Oh, okay. I just rewound to the beginning. I see it now. That's a big one.
I think
Jesus, is
so.
that the XL?
Yeah, that's a Suburban. That's a big one. Did I have,
Jeez.
or did I do the set of doors after? Maybe I just got so distracted. Oh no, I
I don't
didn't have
know.
2 doors and a
I
windshield
see a
strip.
Suburban.
Yep, it was a Suburban, and then moving the camera around, and then this truck.
Yeah, it was a truck.
The
After
2
that.
doors and the windshield strip was right before I started fiddling around with this. Okay.
There it is. Now I see it.
Somebody asks, "You will not come in the UK?" What? Why wouldn't I go? I've been to the UK actually. It was fun. It was
Norman
expensive.
Tint.
That was the thing. It was really cool. The areas I went to, it was just very expensive compared, like, because your dollar is expensive compared to the U.S. dollar. It's like $1.70 U.S. is one pound over there. So like, that gets expensive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I
so
gotta
just,
talk to Julian, who 5 pounds every live stream. I didn't even think about the exchange rate.
Oh yeah, the exchange rate there is killer. So like when I went, and you have a 20% VAT charge on everything. At least I think it's 20%. So it's like basically you see a dollar amount like in pounds. So let's say a meal is $20 or 20 pounds. Basically just double that. And that's what you're going to head up for, because you have exchange rate fees, you have the exchange rate, and then you also have the VAT charge. Yes.
Wow.
It was like, I think I was over there for a couple of weeks, and I think I spent like $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nuts. And that wasn't hotels. Hotels were covered.
Yeah, see, that's why we need to just go do a training in the UK. Norman, you need to touch base with Julian from my
you
channel.
go make an income in the UK and then spend all your money in the US because your dollar goes so much farther and everything's still in the US.
Should we fly everyone to the US?
No, we fly over to the UK for the training classes, charge them in pounds, and then you come back to America for like a regular living, right? That's the efficient way to do it, as far as money goes. Like, good God, it was so expensive. And then the Philippines, my money went like every dollar is like 50 pesos, so you get a lot more for your money over in the Philippines.
Wait, did you say pesos?
Yes.
They use pesos over there?
Yes, they have Filipino pesos. Philippine pesos.
How am I Filipino? And
Hey, in all fairness, I didn't. Well, yeah, you are Filipino, so you've never been over there, have you?
No, never.
Oh, okay. I've been over there a lot lately.
It still boggles my mind because I am dying of sweat in my shop, and you're sitting there with a hoodie on.
It's still warm here, but I love hoodies.
I think I wore pants like 2 weeks this year.
I have shorts. It's like 80 degrees right now.
Oh my God.
I like hoodies though.
Did you see Adrian's DIY project?
Yeah,
the nice little comment there.
Keep watching. If you keep posting, I learned a lot from you over the years. All the chicks.
Go to channel.
In some cases, tinting to make. Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate it. Adrian DIY Project says, "Good stuff, Matt. I'll keep watching if you keep posting. I learned a lot from you over the years. All the tricks and tips help out a lot. In some cases, tinting to make money to help me and my family out. That's awesome. So that's what a lot of this is all about. It's really just, it's a great skill to have to make a solid income. If you want to do it full time, part time, it's super flexible."
Oh, you're at the top of my subscription feeds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I guess when you go live, like, subscriptions, like if you're on YouTube and you have all your subscriptions on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
If you're live, I guess and I just realized that because there's some gamers that I watch that do the same thing. If you're live, you shoot straight to the top.
Okay.
There's a big red arrow. Nice.
That's cool. I need a thumbnail.
You just need... Yeah, you just need to hit the bell.
Oh yeah, that's stupid nonsense too.
But I've heard I've heard people say that they're not even pushing out notifications either.
I believe it. Like, YouTube changes things at the drop of a hat. So, like, you know, the subscription feed used to mean something. Right now, the recommended is so good. Like, okay, so the Peter McKinnon B-roll challenge. I've been getting like I watched his video on the B-roll challenge, and then I've been getting recommended people who have reacted to being featured in the Peter McKinnon challenge. So it's actually bringing lesser creators up that have made something cool that got, you know, like, you know, it's titles and stuff like that too, but they're recommended. YouTube's recommended is really, really good still.
That's half the reason why I want to too, because I want to do like pseudo trendy stuff every now and then. And that way, like maybe you can drive more people to the channel. I don't know.
Casey Neistat is lying. This is why. Yeah. Like, I tried out 5 tips from Peter McKinnon or something like that. It's like, yeah, it's definitely a way to kind of bump you up in the ranks.
So okay, so you know Peter McKinnon's buddy, the one that shares the same office with him, Matt Hapahui, whatever.
Yeah, Maddie, like, Hapoya, I think.
Yeah, I think that's right, actually, Hapoya. And
Maddie-
then their photographer, Chris,
Yeah.
long hair guy, bro.
Yeah.
He's got like not even 40 videos or 50 videos up. He doesn't have that many videos quality.
Uh-huh. But
It's crazy.
now he's on the Peter McKinnon train.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying. I need to be friends with Peter McKinnon because
I need to tint Peter McKinnon's F-150 windows.
yes, that's all it is. Just message him. Fly to Alaska.
He's in Canada.
Oh, whatever. Canada, Alaska. No, so I just assumed it was Alaska.
I am a little surprised that they didn't try and move to LA, that they're actually staying in like the Vancouver area.
Yeah, but Vancouver's like a major metropolitan area.
I know, but it's like any YouTuber that gets like moderately successful, it's like they all move to like LA. It's like I'm moving to New York or LA, one of the two, all of them.
Yeah, but both suck. LA sucks, and I mean, even if you make $100,000 a year, I saw a stat that said that you need to live an average life, you need to make at least $120K in LA.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and
Same thing with New York.
is
There's no room.
just as, yeah, New York is ridiculously tight. Like that.
So
life
I heard
isn't for me.
a story of 3 girls working in New York. They're paying $1,000 a month, and they're splitting a studio, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A studio. So they have a one-room place, and they got like dividers, and they're each paying $1,000. It's
Yeah.
nuts.
Oh, $1,000 each for a studio?
Yes, it's $3,000 for just the studio per month.
$2,000?
Yeah. I'd rather just live in Florida or somewhere else where your dollar stretches. I'll fly to LA. I'm good.
Yeah, like I know that the traffic is miserable and like the living.
God
yeah,
awful.
But it's just that's where they all would move. I think it's just like probably the dream of moving to LA or something.
I don't get it. Especially if you're in LA, like the LA area. Now, if you're like, I don't know, like an hour or like in Anaheim or even closer to San Diego, it's not too bad. But if you're in like the LA area, like 405 and the 101, it's a nightmare. If you got to be downtown at 5:30, you better leave at 2, because if you leave at 4:45, you're not making it. You're gonna be in traffic for 3 hours.
Right. I was double checking to make sure the audio was still working on both ends. That's awesome.
Hold on.
It still is. Thank God. That would be
Ooh.
awkward.
The delay is only like 5 seconds now.
That's
God,
cool.
and it looks so clear.
That's off of the just a webcam. That's crazy. Off of a webcam that I bought back in 2013.
It does look good.
It's still the like most recommended webcam. That's crazy.
And it's got good autofocus. Like you're moving back and forth and moving around, and it's like it's keeping an eye on you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good for that. Like it's really quick at adjusting the exposure. So like when I point it like outside and stuff like that. Let me see. Let's see if it'll just adjust real quick. Let me see this delay. That's better, but you have the dark garage and then the bright outside, so it can only compensate so much. But it's quick, so that's nifty.
I see that.
I really got to get my DSLR on here for just like one stream and see how much of a pain that is.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, if you zoomed in,
That'd
then
be
it'll
cool.
be yeah. You get a lot. I mean, because I see DSLR video shooter. I forget his name. He does
Yeah.
like he's good. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He does a live stream now, and it looks so good. it's
Yeah.
so good. But he's got room. I am literally in a 6 foot by 10 foot closet. I think it's a walk-in closet. It's a walk-in closet, but it's still. I mean, closets aren't that big. Like I don't have depth of field like he does. He's like in a basement or something.
It had so much more room before you put all your stuff in there, and now it's like, shit, this is tight.
Yeah, I was like, oh, big walk-in closet, solid. And then I get everything in there. And I'm like literally, my lights are literally like not even a foot and a half away from my face. And I'm trying to see if I can get them hooked up to dimmers because they're so bright.
They just have like on and off?
Yeah, there's 4 bulbs and then 2 switches on the back. So one switch will turn on and one switch will, because it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to like light one side and then have a little bit of shadow and then you have a little bit of fill from the
Okay.
key light to the fill light.
Right.
But like they're both only about a foot and a half away, so it's just like just like flood me with light.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I was gonna say, you could probably like turn off one of the switches, because I had the same setup where it had 2 switches and one is for like one side of the thing, and like one powers 2 bulbs and the other switch powers the other 2 bulbs. But yeah.
I think it would work in the garage, but it's just so much work to take those things and move them from the studio downstairs to the garage. I already have one. I used, instead of using the hair light, because I had 3 lights in there, and I'm like, this is ridiculous, because I had to like crawl into my chair because there was just too much stuff. Because the hair light was basically the same as the dome lights, but it was on like a C stand, and then I
Right.
had to have counterweights, and like, I was like, oh my god, this is getting too much. this is getting ridiculous.
Overkill. Somebody, I, that name is in a different language. I'm sorry, but nice to meet you. I'm from Belarus, working in PPF installs, Hexus. Can I find work in America with bad English? I know nothing about work visas from other countries. I can't imagine it's super easy. I believe you have to have a shop sponsor you. Do you know anything about that?
Actually, my mother worked for Chevron, and she works specifically with work visas. But
Yeah.
like Chevron's a multi-billion-dollar company. Like
Yeah.
big companies like that, I think they have the pull to do it.
Mhm.
But like shops are so tiny. Like even a good shop make a couple million a year, just don't have the pull, I don't think, to do something like that.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense too. And the other side of it too is like it's difficult for the shop to invest so much in a person that they just haven't, like it. You'd have to come over on like a work visa or something like that for a limited amount of time, and like, or because you can't work on a travel visa, so it's like they'd have to test you out for a while. That, ooh, probably not. Not saying it's impossible. It's just not super likely with the size and scale and liability, honestly, because it's just like if a shop brings you over to work for them and then like something happens where you go work for another shop, it's like I don't even know the logistics behind that. And like, not saying that you would, but it's hard enough for us to find tinners in America that stick with American shops, and like, jeez.
Right. That's why we need to train more tinners.
Yep. 100%. It's just,
That's what we need. We need to do like a 5-city tour and we promote like to everyone, not just Tinders, like people that like want to have like a job, and then just start.
Yeah, I don't even know the logistics behind that. I mean, it sounds cool in theory. We'd need a
You
lot of
know,
reach.
they have workshops for like people that like want to flip houses, you know, and then do that. Like they do
Oh,
that. Like,
okay.
oh, so and so from so and so is coming in, and they like go to the convention center, and then
Mm-hmm.
they just fill it up. It's
How do they promote something like that?
local promotions. I'm assuming like
Okay.
they talk to like the local news, and they probably pay for radio time. They probably call the city. Like let's say they're doing like a 5 city tour.
Yeah.
Like they probably do the same thing in each city. So they'll probably put print ads in all the local newspapers, and then put
Mm-hmm.
print and then like call the radio stations, maybe do the news stations.
Gotcha.
You need a
Sick.
lot of capital.
Filipino pesos. Yes.
Pesos, pesos.
Pesos. Filipino pesos. Dude, this box here, like I just pulled up a stool. It's just like it's like working on a desk. It's awesome.
Can you show the box? Can I see the box? Can you show the box with
Yes.
the camera?
Yes, you can see the box. I don't really want to show the holes for the extension cords because they're like super janky, but like I will. This is like, oh dude, it was so frustrating. Like I messed up the hole because I just used like a 1-inch hole saw or like 1-inch drill. I forgot what it's called, but it's just like I was screwing it up and I should have got a hole saw or something different. Hang on, I got like cable ties on this too. All right, here we go. I got this. Okay, so I got this Joby. You might recognize this Joby like tripod thingy here. Like this goes on top of the Joby, and then I got this arm.
Oh yeah,
Off of
the Joby ball lock thing. Yeah.
yeah. So I bought the Joby tripod and I literally took that off, and off the Joby tripod and put it on here because like this was for a microphone or something. So this was like $12 off of Amazon, and then this box was damn expensive, but man, it's cool. I like it a lot. So like these drawers, these pull out and then they go back in, and then they can also push back the other way, so you can be on other like two sides of the box, right?
Oh,
And then,
nice.
so you can push it all back and then get to what you need to down there, pull this out, pull it out farther, get to what you need in, any of the drawers. Super handy. And then it all just, you push these little levers right here and the whole thing will collapse down. So I also drilled holes in the sides. You can see how bad of a hole that is. Like, I'm putting a grommet on it. I'm waiting for it to get here, so I'm gonna like touch it up a little bit. But yeah, so I have 2 extension cord reels in the bottom of the box, and one of them is a plug that goes all the way into, if you follow the cord, it goes into this wall right here. So it's just a male plug, and then I have a female plug on the other side, and then I split that off in the middle for power to go straight up to my laptop. So I literally can just, extension cord reels go right back into the box. Everything sets up super easy. This mic stand / camera stand folds up, goes into the box. It all just goes right back into the box, and box collapses, goes in my truck, and I take it to the next spot and set up my live stream.
Mobile live streams. I don't think I've ever heard of anything like that. Every live stream I've ever seen has been in an office.
Yep.
You may be the first.
I could be. Like, other than just like, oh, why wouldn't you just use your phone? It's because the phone's not going to look like this. That's why. And the audio, like, I could plug in the mic, I guess, to my phone and do it, but it's like, you still got the, like, try and position and stuff like that. Just, it's not going to look as good. And then I can also, like, I got to show you this real quick. So I'll do it for, like, 2 seconds. I have, like, a standby screen. I'm going to change this down the road, but it's got, like, standby music and stuff. So give it about like 2 or 3 seconds, and you'll see it pop up on the screen, and it'll come back to the other thing.
Yes.
It plays like elevator music too. It's great.
Oh wait, go back because I don't have I don't have the volume on.
Okay. Here we go. We'll just do it for just a second and then back.
It's elevator music.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's good. It's awesome.
So I wanted to do stuff like that.
B3
I-
car audio and accessories. First time I've ever seen the 2-piece windshield strip. How does it look inside?
Good. The main reason. Okay, so yeah, I didn't say anything about that. Yeah, the giant frit lines that go right down the middle of the windshield, they make it pointless to kind of do like a one-piece windshield strip. So if you're carrying 20-inch rolls, you can just chop it in half. And like usually we'll have like 10-inch. We cut down 20-inch rolls to 10-inch rolls for windshield strips on mobile. But I don't have those right now, so I just use a 20-inch roll, and it saves film rather than putting a giant windshield strip on, saving the other half for like another windshield down the road. Just use it here and now. But one thing that I try to do, I just have everything set up here. I don't know if I can move the camera over, but I try and tweak it just a little bit. So it's cut in the middle, and I try and tweak it just enough so it kind of levels it out so it doesn't have as big of a bow. So like if you look at it at a sharp angle, you notice it's like a little bit funny, but like looking at it from the inside, it looks a lot more level. So I don't really have like a tried and true method of trying to cut a contoured windshield strip with the curve of the glass freehand anyways. So that's just the method I've been using for windshield strips. I think I've never had a complaint with it, so I like it.
Do they have USB extension cords?
Yes.
Like,
Yes, they do.
oh, bro, that's what you need. That way you don't have to move anything. You got to get like a 40-foot USB extension cord.
But then I'd have to get like a tripod too for the camera so I could move it.
Oh no! Just detach it and run it over and just hold it, and then bring it back.
And hold it for like stuff like this. Yeah, but then like
Yeah.
I can. Do I have an extra one? I have a couple of smaller ones at home. I could probably get a bigger one, and then yeah, for like little stuff like that for illustrations, I could do that. But like for the regular stuff, just leave it here. I'm gonna have to. You know what I was going. Oh, you know what? I have 2 of these C920s, and what I was gonna do was something similar to that. So I'll actually set up a secondary camera that I can just leave in the box that's not usually active, and then I can switch to it when I want to show something like this, and then just have my stationary, and then switch scenes to the other camera, and then carry it over to where I need to on an extension. That should work.
God, too bad you can't hook up a GoPro wirelessly to be able to switch. That would be sweet.
I looked into that because you can use your phone as a viewfinder, but I guess it's just the signal's not like, it's not streaming at like 24 frames per second at like 720 or something like that. So
I think they can do it. I saw a video that was like a year old that was talking about using a GoPro and going live on Periscope.
Oh, okay.
So I know it's capable, but if it's only on Periscope, then you got to do workaround, a screenshot, and then redistribute it back to you. I mean, it's a pain in the butt.
It's worth looking into though, because I looked into wireless webcams, and there was actually a company that had something on Kickstarter that didn't get funded. Like it popped up as the only thing. It was literally you take one of these, you plug it into a transmitter, and you can walk around wherever you want, and it was streaming in real time to your computer. And I was like, I need that, but it doesn't exist. It didn't get funded.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I can find a 600-foot Ethernet cable. Just run a cable from my place to my garage.
There's satellite things, but that's entirely different. I mean, I think bringing your laptop in and probably just doing a test stream to see if it's fast enough. I was going to do my live stream at 480, but now it's working right now at 720, I think. I think it's at 720. I should double check.
Should be 720. It looks 720. Hold on. No, it says 480. 480 is the max, it says.
480. Okay. I mean, this is 480, so that's what most people are going to have on their phones anyways. The only thing that sucks is the rebroadcast, but, it's mobile. There's only so much I can do.
Right? Exactly. Why isn't yours 1080p? Stop being a hack.
And like audio, I think is a big part of it too. So this wireless mic and Discord, it all sounds really good. So even if the visual is a little bit on the lower end, as long as you have good audio behind it, that helps a ton. Let's see. I'm reading. First time I've seen. Okay, 2-piece windshield. Looks like it's 1 piece. Are you using film or the shop's film? I'm using Haneda right now. The shop's film is old and dusty, and I don't use it. They haven't really said very many good things about the SunGuard, anyways. I don't know, but it's just like this shop used to have tinters before we came into it. Like this shop is been around for like over 30 years and been a window tint shop for like 30 years. So tons of people. Like to give you an example of the age of this shop is like, I mean, one, just look at it, and two, it's like you get Viper signs like that. You see those in like the old auto shops, and then over there too, like you have a faded Viper sign. Like that's an old poster. And like some of this other stuff, like code alarm over there is all faded. Really, yeah, it's like this shop's been around for a while. But yeah, they had film here before I even got here. So I use Haneda. I like it. It's good. There's other good films too, but that's what I use right now as my main film. What time is it?
Oh, I forgot. Daniel asked something here. Where are you, Pat? I'm in Florida. I'm in my office in Florida. I'm in my office in my shop.
Yeah. Good old Florida.
Bro, this is what we need to do. One of these live streams where like I'm on there and then I just poop, I pop up, like I walk around the corner, and I'm like, oh hey.
I'm in Florida. Hang on, I need help with this window. It's like you'll be here in 10 minutes, and then you just boop.
Boop.
I gotta add that chat thing. Like, there's a way to show who's talking and when they're talking. I gotta add that back in too, when I get a minute. I like this
I wish I could
blurry
see
background.
who's watching. Like, do they have a list of people of who's watching? Is there a way to look at that?
No, just numbers, I think. So like 14 people are watching right now. Yeah, it doesn't
See,
say
that's the
who.
one thing at Facebook. On Facebook Live, it shows a list of people that are watching.
Yeah, and everybody's using their names, so it's like just a lot more personal. So it's a little bit more difficult with a mix of names and usernames on YouTube. That was like one of the initial problems I had with like YouTube in general when people would ask me questions. It's like I don't know who you are and where you're from, or so it's real hard. Hang on one second. I got.
Oh, you already got the shape?
Yep, it's all
Cool.
set.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna call and say, come on.
Let me make sure everything's out of it. Should be. I walked around it like 20 times, so. Yep. Yep, you're all good. I gotta take pictures of those invoices too before I take off. But this is cool. I like this. This is just a hangout.
This is gonna be fun. Now I need
Yeah.
to know, like, I need to know when you're gonna do this, so that I can be on. Well, you know what? I can still talk to you on my phone. I
Yeah.
can't see. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
Like that's why it's like, we talk enough anyway, so you can just pop into Discord and we can have like a 4-hour conversation just over whatever. And I'll just be moving the camera and doing what I'm doing, so nothing out of the ordinary. Thanks, Daniel, for hanging out with us. I appreciate all the comments and stuff.
It's so funny when I comment on people's like live streams, like like the little like YouTube, like the little gaming channels that I watch,
Yeah.
and they're like, They're like, thanks, window tinting business. What? What? And then they just call me Window.
Thanks, window.
Window, what's up? But I'm surprisingly memorable. Like everyone else is like their names. Like, oh, window tinting business. What's up?
Their names are like obscure usernames or something. Or like a username and their birth year. That's always super popular too.
Right? Right? Or their area code. That's me online. Yellow fever 5. Don't catch that yellow fever now. It'll get you.
That's what was so funny about seeing that video pop up on your feed too, was it's like nothing to do with window tinting, just yellow fever, and then it's like, huh?
Like, who is this? What's going on?
It's great too because PlayStation doesn't let you change your username at all. Like, there's no way to do it. You can't pay to change it. You literally have to start a new account and buy all your games again. So, like, yeah.
Martin K. I think Martin is from Germany, I believe.
It's 9:50 p.m. here.
Yeah,
Nice.
bro. Martin will watch some of my live streams. It's like 2:30 in the morning. It's his time.
Nice. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm not sure how much longer we'll keep this going, but this is fun. I like this. Like, I'll hang out and wait for jobs anyways, so like, although I think they're all done for today, so I might have to start packing up here soon anyways. Or I'll just push this cart out in the parking lot. And just run it while they're closed.
Find an extension cord, a plug-in outside.
No, I'll just run it till the battery on my laptop dies. Oh, that's great. John Riaz. Hi, Matt. Great to see you. Thank you, sir. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the Dream Stream.
The Dream Stream.
That's what some gamers call it. Thank you for supporting the Dream Stream.
Yeah.
Super Chat is activated. It's a way to help support.
Give me money, pay for my lunch. That's funny.
Bro, I totally Super Chat you, but I ran through all my Super Chat funds. Donating.
Well, you maybe should have thought before you donated so much to somebody for their birthday.
It was a channelversary. It wasn't their birthday.
The channelversary. That's right. Oh my God, that was great. So Patrick has a bad habit of, well, it's a good habit, but like he's been donating a little bit of money to gamers, like game streamers, like ones with like low sub counts or something, so like they don't really get any attention, and then he's been like super chatting them and watching their reactions to it. So that's kind of awesome.
So much fun.
I believe it. Like, yeah, because it's like, you know, they do it for hours and hours, don't expect to get anything, and then all of a sudden, like, what?
Yeah, and you were right about like diminishing return, the law of diminishing return, because I'm pretty sure the response for $5 was the exact same for the response for $50. Like the exact same. Like maybe a little bit, but not 10 times better. Like maybe twice as good.
That's the sad logistics behind it. Like, that's a mean way to look at it, but like, it's true.
Happiness can be quantified in a $5 bill.
What happiness gets me the most bang for my buck? Like, it's horrible and awesome.
Well, here's the fun part, because I'm fixing to go leave the shop, but I'm still on Discord, which is fun.
Oh, nice. I'm putting some cables back in, so I'm gonna start packing up. So I'll leave this running for a minute, but.
Are you turning off the stream?
I'll leave it running for a little bit while I just kind of get some extension cords put away. It looks like they're gonna be closing up soon, so.
I'm surprisingly not as. Like, I only had like a couple egg salad sandwiches,
Mm-hmm.
and some hummus and a banana.
I like hummus.
Oh, so good.